Well, hello. Well. Let's get chat loaded so we can see people and say hi. Let's see here. The YouTube's up and running. That's one YouTube up and running. Is the other one up and running? Let's make sure. Survey says it is. Huzzah! Hey Kenshin, how you doing? And we got the TikTok live. There we go. Everything is up and running. How are you, Kenshin? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's close that one out. Let's open this up here. Do I want to? Let's see if we can find. Not yet. Okay, hold on. We're gonna wait. So the key I've discovered is waiting for the YouTube like a minute, and then we're good to go. James, thank you very much for liking the live on TikTok. I do appreciate it. That is very helpful. Hippie, how ya doing? Hippie, how ya doing? It's good to see you as always. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. And Kenshin, hopefully you're having a wonderful day too. In case I didn't say that, which I think I did, but in case I didn't, let's make sure. Red alert! All hands brace! Red alert! What's up, Tintros? All hands. Hello. What's up? What is up? All right, let's see here. Hey there. YouTube is up and running. No chats yet. That's okay. And let's fire this up now. Can I see the chats? Uh-oh. You know what? I'm going to hold on. I'm going to lose all my chats for a second. They're gone. Sorry. Hold on. I'm redoing all my chats for a moment there. But Tintros, we're going to be playing Ship Graveyard Simulator 2 if you have any interest in joining in. Should be fun. Lady Dath said they join in, so that should be a good time. Okay, there we go. We got TikTok again. What month? Good busy work having a stream. Oh yeah, I get you. How are you, Tintros? There you go. Yes, there you go. Oh, here we go. And we got the YouTubes up and running. Beautiful. Okay. We got the YouTubes up and running. Hey, Husky, how you doing? What's up? What's up? You just, and yeah, Tintros, you just happen to find it in your inventory? I understand. Yeah, if you want to do voice chat, I'm on my Discord. And yes. What is up? Let's fire up the game. And there. At some point, I'll play Spirit Island on stream. I just feel like I got to be careful because I don't know how interesting was it. It was real strange. It's funny how that happens. People just find games on stream. Lord, how you doing? What's up, bud? Hello. Hello. Hola. I'm at a place called Vertigo. So yeah, so we're gonna play this again. For those that don't know, we did play it a while ago. Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. A lot of fun. He's a hoot. Should be a good time. Having fun with it. By the way, Tintros, I think I'm gonna try a one shot. I think I said this. I'm gonna try one shot of Night. Baron's on board. I might find some other streamer folks to see if they're interested. And depending on how it goes, we could do one shots with it potentially and other stuff. I'm always leery on running a one shot on stream because the thing is, like, streaming a game to an audience and making that entertaining and all that is like its own thing. It's not just merely playing it online. So that's why I'm like, yeah, if I get a bunch of streamers, maybe we could do it. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'm good, Lord. I am good. You know, I've just been busy, so I'm super tired tonight. I'm like, I almost fell asleep earlier. Just like conking out. But, you know, what are you gonna do? What you want? What you want? What you gonna do? Let's see here. So anyway, so we'll have that hopefully happening in the next like week or two, depending on if I can get the free time to actually schedule it. Hey, Damos, how you doing? Damos, you gonna join us for some Ship Graveyard Simulator Dos. He's good. James, am I a good streamer? So it depends. Am I a streamer for good? Yes. This is a charity stream, and we raise money for currently the Greater Boston Food Bank. I'd argue, yes, that is for a good cause. Am I skilled as a streamer? I don't know. I try not to be boring, but that doesn't mean I'm a good streamer, right? There's plenty of people more entertaining than I am. And if you only have so much time in a day, honestly, I understand wanting to check out other people. There's anybody in the late shift, Dr. Gluon, hell, my good friend Undead Baron. There's lots of folks that are, I'd argue better streamers than I am. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad streamer. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I'm a bad streamer. Oh, yeah. Tintros, that'd be great. Good call. I should see if the folks behind Night would be interested. Because, again, setting-wise and even mechanically, sick. Just sick game. It's so cool. For those that don't know, Night is like... God, how to describe it? Your power armor-wielding Arthurian knights is the easiest way to put it. Like, oh yeah, it's going to be great. It's cool as hell. I think I have the character sheet around here somewhere. You're Husky, it's all good. Hey, Folded, nobody's calling me a bad streamer. They're asking me if I'm a good streamer, which is subtly different, right? Because they're not making a judgment call. They're just asking my opinion of myself. So no worries. Yes, don't worry. Nobody's throwing shade. And thank you, James. See, they even said they think this is a good stream. I appreciate it. Hey, Lady Death, what's up? You can join in. Oh, speaking of, I see you there in the waiting room. Aha. Hello. But yes, how are you, Folded? Hello. Yeah. So Tintros, I think, is going to be joining us as well, and Deimos. So we should have a full group. Should be fun.
Great. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Let me create the server right now. Let's see. Private. 1337. There we go. Load current. And there we go. Hey, Deimos. Oh, Michelle, I do appreciate that. Thank you. And you had enough Monster Hunter for today? Yeah, I'm not even playing that, so it's like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not, I don't know. Are either of you playing Monster Hunter right now? Deimos or Lady Death?
I'm sorry. What was that?
No.
Are either of you playing Monster Hunter?
I am not.
Yes, Deimos, you do have to change your download location for some reason. I don't know why. Because they hate us. Can you play this game on Xbox? I honestly don't know. You might be able to, honestly. But I play this on Steam. I play this on the PC on Steam. So I do not know. Oh, Deimos, are you watching stream right now?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, okay, great. Hold on, folks. Hold on. So, two things. One, although I've eaten most of them, I got a bunch of stuff from I ordered from Mars. Remember, they make chocolates and all that. But they're almost gone, so I can't show too much of that off because I've been eating them. My bad. But what I can show off, so you actually can see it. First of all, Deimos, does this cap behind my head look familiar at all to you? Can you see that over my shoulder there?
I can assume what it is. Yes.
It does say Mako Run on it, question mark. But also, so we got some of this. we got the Australian snack pack. So we got this, some Milo, Nestle Milo there. So I believe this is chocolate. And then
Yes, it is.
I got some classic chicken salt. There we go. We got that. But we also have. So I got a whole box of goodies here. So I think he did it to fuck with me. Omega sent Shapes, Vegemite, and cheese. Arnott's.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I think he sent it just to mess with me. I got these Shapes original mini chicken crimpy. Hey, Vaya.
Those ones are real good.
Are they? Well, that'll be exciting. We got. So I already ate one of them. I'll show you the other bag I have. Cheekies, chewy chocolate flavored jelly babies.
Nice, very nice.
We got iced Vovos. Okay.
Oh yes, those.
We got some.
For a second there, I had to wait till I saw them because I'm like, I have no idea what they were.
We got some Tim Tams.
Which flavor is that?
This one is
Ooh.
cafe latte.
I don't think I've tried that one.
Well, we also have salted caramel brownie. Tim Tams.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, Robo, how are you doing? And again, Vaya, hello. So we got these. Hey, Hung. And what else? So I already ate. Sadly, I already ate some of it. So I did save one of the packages. I can't. Hold on. One of them's already gone. I liked them. They were good. So far, so good. Anyway, where? Oh, here it is. So, the one package I saved was these, the Golden Gay Time biscuits. Apparently, that's an ice cream flavor, and these are the biscuit version. So, there you go.
I mean, the ice creams are pretty good. I don't think I've ever had the biscuits.
They're good. They were pretty good. I'm sure there's other flavors that I would enjoy more, but they were good. Yeah. So anyway, we got the whole Australian. We got a bunch of snacks. It was great stuff. It was funny though.
You have more Australian snacks than I do right now.
And
those biscuits are gay.
Yeah, they're a gay time. They what's it called? So if you can't see here, that hat is. You know what? Hold on. Taking off my headphones. I'll show you. Hold on. Isn't it just atrocious? But hey, this is a hat. There we go. What's up, guys?
That is a hat.
You want to make a Mako run?
You've got to full screen that so we can see it up close.
A man wears a hat like that walking down the street, and people knows he's not afraid of anything.
Yeah, this is a cunning hat. Yep. There we go. That is a hat.
I've actually never seen that hat.
Yeah, it's so this and the tumbler, Australia McDonald's exclusive. So hell yeah! But I have it up. I keep it up behind me, blocking Carmen Sandiego over my shoulder there. That's Carmen Sandiego. So anyway, let me put this back. But it's yeah. So.
I'd honestly forgotten there were that many characters at McDonald's.
Yes. Ozzy. So anyway, how are you folks? Having fun. It is quite the hat for sure. It is on Xbox, James? Nice. Scar. But yeah, how is everybody tonight? Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're doing great. It's a great hat. It's great.
Exactly when you said that, my back decided to spasm. So not good is the answer.
Robert Scoob. Did you set your download location different?
Give me a sec.
Okay. Shoot, I need a little bit more money to be able to buy that ship. So let me just buy this. Oh wait, do I? Hold on. What ship do I have?
You have some stuff you could sell.
Do I? Where?
Yeah. You've got 6,424 pounds.
Oh yeah. You mean
Yeah,
literally?
I would not say sell the liquid, but you can sell everything else.
Yeah, the metal for sure. Let's see. Sell the non-metals. Sell the equipment.
Yeah, I would keep the liquid.
Yeah. But yeah.
That should give us some money.
That's cool. Yeah, that should work. Let me scrap the other place, then we'll do it. Oh, did Gassy and Beth go to the Ren Fair? Sick. I saw the video actually. I know they did. I saw it. Very cool. Yeah, that's cool. Wait, what? Where's the Ren Fair? Anyway. Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. But I hope that it's a peaceful process. You know what I mean? That sucks. That always rough. You know. Yeah. That's definitely unfortunate. Yeah. Ended up doing that with my my grandfather a few years ago. So what was interesting is I drove and my dad drove, but from different like locations, so we met up there. We've had some upgrades, by the way, you might notice.
I've forgotten what the password is.
133713, because it's just literally you know. It's just the lead. It's just to keep people out that, you know. Woo, there we go. Fully craft all tool upgrades. What? I know. But yeah, we're here for you, Michelle. It's unfortunate. Yeah. You know, Twitch is generally a very good community. It's funny because I think one of the reasons I think that YouTube and stuff has so much trouble, like with streaming in general, is because they don't have the same community that Twitch does, like generally, like environmentally, I guess. I don't know. Let's turn that off. And like they suffer for it. Let's turn. Valve is closed. Yeah, the communities don't chat live as much. They tend to be more comment based, obviously, and also the comments tend to be more fucked up, honestly. Now, obviously, it's not always true, but there's a lot of people talking shit on YouTube, sadly. It's like, what are you gonna do? Here we go. Yeah, it's probably fine. Alright, here we go. We got this, and then let's turn the lever. There goes that one. Whee! Yay! Hey, thanks, Hung. I do appreciate it. Sorry, actually, I should check. Damos, are you live right now?
No.
Okay, because I'll be better. I'm trying to be better about muting when I'm talking to chat if folks are live. But if you're not live, and Lady Dath, you don't stream, I don't believe, right?
I do stream, though I haven't streamed recently.
Oh, okay. Are you streaming now?
I am not.
Okay. Because I'm trying to be better about it, because, like, you know, it's not like the worst thing in the world, obviously, but it's I get it can be frustrating when like because it's even happened to me where I'm trying to talk to like chat or whatever, and somebody's like off in the corner talking, and I'm like, hey, I literally can't talk. I can't talk to anybody right now because you're talking. Could you maybe not? You know. So trying to be better about it. Thank you very much, Hung, for gifting the sub to Robo. That is very cool of you. And Lozzie, thank you very much. Doc's Doc's community is extremely supportive. And given how many people are in Doc's community, that is especially, I think, an achievement because, reminder, literally the only reason I started streaming was because of how supportive Doc's community was, right? Like they were just like so kind and like they're like, hey, this guy should stream, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what, you're right, I should. So yeah.
And although I understand it, you never have to worry about talking over me in my stream. I just mute deafen Discord when I do that.
Makes sense. I try not to deafen. I mean, obviously it's a thing, but you know, because then you miss stuff. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I only do it when it's particularly busy and like a lot of people are talking to each other or something.
For sure. Hey, newbie, what's up? What's up?
I think
Yes. Oh, nice. I do remember you, newbie. How you doing, bud? Hello, hello. What is up? Welcome back. How are you doing? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good folks out there in Twitch land. Generally, right? Like, I don't know that I've necessarily had a bad experience with anybody I've followed. But yeah. I appreciate that, Michelle. Again, I only started streaming because of Doc's community, so, you know. I was a lurker for a long time in Gassie's community, and then, like, since the, like, when he was doing, what is it, Fucked Up Fridays and stuff like that, like, I was in the background a lot, which is fine. I mean, that's, you know, I was all good with that. But then, because of the eco server, I ended up actually getting a chance to sort of join in, and it was really fucking cool. It was really cool. Tintros, you join us, by the way? Raji, thank you very much. I appreciate the like. Thank you, thank you. This game is on Steam. It is called Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. So it's the second one. And you're basically disassembling ships. And harvesting their components. And it's multiplayer, which is one of the reasons I love it. Because how often do you get a deconstruction game? Tintros, you joining us for this game. It's up to 4 players. Okay, so is it free? No, it's like $30, $25, something like that. Which is not a bad price, but definitely not free. So, you know. Yeah. Oh, that would be neat. I'll have to check that out, Robo. Yeah. Because whenever well, Michelle, you wouldn't have been able to watch me until the eco because before that, I didn't stream. So for those that don't know, in was it February? I want to say maybe February of 2021 is when I started streaming. But basically, literally, yeah, no worries, intros. It's I wasn't a streamer before that point, and I was actually on the sub server because I had played Eco a ton before the late shift played it. And then I saw that they were playing it, and I was like, holy crap, I love this game. I'm so glad they're playing it. Maybe I can join in because it would be a great opportunity, yada, yada, yada. And so I did. And from there, I was on the sub server because, you know, I was nobody. I was there for Chive Guys, yes. And but I couldn't get on the main server at the time. So I was on the sub server as Paul Guild, head of the mining guild. That was the first iteration. And eventually people started leaving, I want to say for Valheim or something like that. And so I had the opportunity. Oh, shit. I had the opportunity to join in. And because Willie was like, hey, you want to go on the main server? I was like, fuck yeah, I do. And from there, I got to interact with like Gassy and Doc, Haley at the time, now Psycho, like just Rachel, just a whole bunch of people. Like, it was just super cool. Damien, so many folks. Yeah, it's just funny how Willie is the shit. Yeah, he's great. He's great. He does a lot, honestly. He does a lot. And he did a lot for those eco servers. I don't think people give him enough credit for how much like effort he put in on those. He was doing a ton of stuff. So good on him. Like, he was keeping things going in a way. Oh shit, I fell. Oh shit. There we go. Some equipment. Yeah, oh yeah, he was definitely. And he ended up eventually I got involved in it from a what's it called? Perspective. Oh, we want to hold on. We want to. Oh no, we could pick it up. Just a sec. From like a server.
For some reason, it's not letting me pick it up.
Weird. Are you full?
Nope. Just why let me pick those up for some
reason. Right click.
I did. And nothing happens. It's
Try
not even
now.
telling me I can.
Huh.
I can pick it up now, but I couldn't break it.
Yeah. So weird. Well, Ozzy, hey, I'll have to. I would. But yeah.
Is this thing floating here for you too, or is it not?
What thing? Oh shit! Lady Death broke the rest of the ship. And 1 second, let me see here. I wanted to get rid of here. Here we go. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just.
Apparently, I'm getting a lot of desync right now.
Huh. I wonder why. Sorry. I'm trying to. What my train of thought? Oh yeah. So, from there, met a bunch of cool folks, including Doc, and honestly, it's funny. I didn't realize Doc, and I feel bad saying this. I didn't realize Doc was a streamer when I was playing with him at first. So I'm just going around role playing like as Paul Guild, like, hey, listen, we'll set up your this tower for you. Let me show you the product and yada yada. And everybody was just so cool, like, oh my god, Paul's great, blah blah blah. So yeah. So anyways, that's when I started streaming. And it's funny, I was talking to Baron. I was like, I don't know what I should do for the stream. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a charity thing with it because it, like I wasn't planning on making money from it. It was more just like hanging out and meeting people and stuff, right? So like, it wasn't like for profit. And he was like, yeah, no, you should totally do do charity with it. Like, it'd be great. And it has worked out, I think, well. Like, we've raised a good amount of money for charities now, right? Like, we've definitely helped out people. And I've definitely met people, which has been really cool. Like, I don't know, I love meeting people. I am very much a people person. Which is not, I don't think, just a, like, I know there's a phrase that people go, like, what's a people person? I genuinely think some people like people and some people do not like people. I like people. Whee! Hope you weren't on the tower.
I was more worried about the stuff that had to get picked up underneath it.
Yeah, it's okay. It won't crush it, thankfully.
Really? I had stuff get crushed on mine.
It won't get crushed if as long as the floor doesn't give away underneath it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I had stuff. I knocked out stuff above it, and it somehow destroyed the floor.
Oh, weird. I think it depends because it'll like chain. It'll daisy chain. So if you weaken the floor but don't break it, it'll break it potentially. If
I hadn't
there's-
touched the floor at all.
Honestly, then I got no idea. I got no idea. Zeus is an Aussie. That's cool. A lot of good folks I know that are Aussies. Isn't that right, Damos?
Don't know any good ones to tell you talk about.
There's Sir Fane. There's Damos.
Definitely not.
There's
He never
Meg.
shares any of his meat with me.
Well, yeah. Be funny if I ended up with a box or brisket just one day randomly, and you're like, "Son of a bitch, he's closer to me than you."
I would absolutely riot if he ever did that.
I know, it'd be hilarious though. I just get like, anyway.
Oh, laughing hurts.
Don't then. But I'm just so funny.
It's very
you can't
hard
help
not
it.
to. Yeah, I have an injured back at the moment, so too much of anything kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, I'll try not to be too funny, but I can't help it. Gesundheit to myself. Let's see here. Whoop, 1 second. I did. Oh, whoops. Tintros, you could just told me. I wasn't paying attention. Hello. I see your message. I'm like, what?
It's all good. I'm doing the tutorial.
Gotcha. Yeah, no worries.
That way I don't show up at your work site and just bumble around for half an hour.
That's all good. OSHA is not here on the work site, so I mean you can bumble away. Hong, is it really? That's cool. You can always obviously donate directly to the charity too, folks. If anybody wants to make sure that the most money Yay! Thank you, Michelle. Do appreciate. Because obviously TikTok is actually if you TikTok, Twitch, or eventually YouTube, if I ever get monetized on it, I doubt it, will they take a cut. So if you end up donating directly, then you can get more of your money to the charity. And also it's usually tax deductible. Currently the one we are benefiting is for sure tax deductible, the Greater Boston Food Bank. So just saying. But yes. On the other hand, don't feel obligated to donate, folks. There's a lot of worthy causes out there, but much like in an airplane, make sure to put on your own mask first. Don't put yourself out there. You know what I mean? It's okay. I get it. I don't want you to feel guilty. This is supposed to be for a good cause, and I hope you feel good for doing it, not obligated. Here we go. And yes, the thing that I, again, get out of it is hanging out with all of you, meeting people, and having fun. Because if I wanted to earn money from this, I damn well shouldn't buy so many games. Which I want to be clear, by the way, I don't buy people games for that they have to play with me. I buy it so that they can if they want to, I don't want people to feel obligated like they have to. I feel bad when people say they're forced to.
Totally forced to. I'm chained to the game. Definitely don't want to play it at all. Not at all. You can feel the sarcasm, right?
Mm-hmm. See you, Robo. Have a great one. Thank you. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah. But again, it's for a good cause. Yeah, like cancer counts. That's great. Hey, that's great, Lozzie. Listen, again, it's a really nice feeling to know that you're making a difference, right? Like, I don't know. I feel better about myself when I gift and donate to people, honestly. It feels like the right call, generally, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. But again, there's not an obligation. If you want to join in, by the way, Tintros, the password's just 133713. Nothing too crazy. It's just there so that way, you know, people that aren't paying attention to the stream can't jump in. You go back into that. Yeah, listen, we give away copies of games. Now, by the way, folks, I'm gonna have to be on a closer budget for a little bit because I gotta save up for house stuff. But and you know, we're not cars and things. Our car, unfortunately, my car is aging, right? It's Prius, and the batteries only have so long of a lifespan. So while it's fine now, I don't want to rely on it being fine, you know. But that's okay. I'll still do game giveaways and things like that. I just may not be crazy on the sub side. And I say that knowing that I will probably be crazy on the sub side. Because I just can't help myself sometimes. It's fun. It's fun to see people's reaction when you donate like a bunch of subs and they're like, oh my god, what are you doing? And you're like, yes, I know, I'm crazy. Ooh.
I can't pick this item up. It's telling me it's locked.
Let me see. Which one's locked?
This piece over here. Right, that I'm standing on?
Yes.
It's blocked, but
It's a crane.
cut it free. There's nothing above it.
You detach these bits?
If you do that, it'll tell you if there's something.
That bit right there is attached. You had to get rid of the flooring.
Where is it? Oh yeah, let's see here.
Up
No.
There, there's the one on top.
Yeah, this is the one above us. See, told you. All right.
The one above.
And yeah, exactly. And then they go, "Damn it, damn it, Paul!" You know, like yeah, it's fun. It's funny. It honestly, one of my favorite things. Not gonna lie, is when Gassy's away from his desk to just like drop a bunch of subs and be like, "All right, chat, just you know, we gotta fuck with them. Just try and fill the chat so that way he doesn't see it." And like inevitably he's gonna see it, obviously, because how could you not, right? If he has his feet up, he's gonna see it. But like, it's just funny to be like, this isn't suspicious at all. I don't know. And then he's just like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I'm like, what? Because again, it's just funny to do it while somebody's like, I don't know, taking a shit or something, and they just come back to like a bunch of subs. Yeah. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, it's always that anonymous, that Paulnonymous guy. There is no way I'm the only one that gifts anonymously. All right, I can't accept that, because inevitably I gift anonymously, and then it's like, oh yeah, I wonder who this is, and I'm like, you shut your mouth. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, there's no way I'm the only one. You know what? Fuck it. I'll gift right now anonymously. I'll gift right now anonymously. I said I wasn't. No, I said I was gonna not do it. Okay, you know, I'm gonna hold on. Or can I? Can I? Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna. I can't help myself. Let's see here. Others only really do a 5 to 10. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's see. He's not even. See, this is even better. He's not even there right now. He's like at a Ren fair or something. We'll gift anonymously. Great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, love it. One sec, folks. Sorry. We'll go back to the game in a moment. I gotta mess with somebody in the best way possible. I can't help myself. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. I use this service called Privacy, and it's awesome. It lets you make virtual cards, and it's great because you can like tailor them to like a specific site, and like it's so much safer. You've been there with others do it? Good. There we go. Good stuff. And done. Oop. Total price has changed. Yeah, it's fine. Boom. See? He's not even gonna know. He's gonna be like, what the hell happened? It's just funny. I just think it's funny for people to be confused in the best way. Like, don't mess with somebody in a mean way. Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Like, oh, sorry. I love messing with Baron sometimes, but I mess with Baron in real life. Like, I called him once. I don't know if y'all remember. We were playing a sus game or something like that, and I called him, and I was like, hey, convenient distraction. He's like, what? And then I killed him in game. And he was like, you son of a bitch. Oh, that was fun. Oh, it was good times. Sub bombing can change a streamer's whole month. Oh, sure. Yeah, for sure. I get it. Also, like, especially the smaller the streamer, the bigger the impact, right? Like, for sure. Like, if somebody has like 3 subs, somebody comes in and like they're like, oh, by the way, you got 50 more subs now. They're like, holy shit! Like, I remember. So this has never been like a for-profit stream, but I remember when I first started, and a friend of mine came in, another Paul, ironically, and dropped a bunch of subs and was like, hey, you know, congrats. And I was like, oh my god, like, thanks, dude. Like, I really appreciated it. And it was like, because it was very kind of him. Like, you didn't have to do that. And like, again, is it like, in that case, it wasn't, again, this wasn't like a for-profit thing. It was just really cool. Like, yeah. Oh, did you see that, Hung? Yeah, it was hilarious. It was so great. Oh yeah, well, that was the Exterminatus. That one was great. That one was fun. I enjoyed the hell out of Exterminatus, honestly. That's some 40k shit right there. We gotta nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. You know what? That's what you need. You need $1,000 channel point thing that if they trigger it, the stream goes and shuts down. Like, literally, they Exterminatus your stream and it's gone. You're just like, bye. Whoop. That would be funny. Exactly, Michelle. That's the thing, right? Like, it honestly, and you don't have to be that big a streamer for it to make a huge impact, or that small a streamer, I should say, right? A lot of streamers don't make that much, honestly, folks. Here, we like remember when the numbers leaked, but so like, I like a little goes a long way for a lot of people. I don't know. I just think it's nice, and people I think want to be thought of. Like, literally, people want to be remembered. You know, they want to be noticed, and I think that applies to gifters, but I think it also applies to streamers, that they want to feel like somebody's watching them and hearing them, you know? I mean, I know I do. I want to be seen, right? I want to be heard. Right?
I know I like to interact with people when I'm streaming. It's one of the reasons why I do it.
Yeah.
Is because I find it fun to sort of chat and play at the same time.
Yeah, I think if chat were dead, right? Like if I was just sitting there, nobody was there. Honestly, I think that would bum me out.
It does.
Yeah, it really sucks when you're sitting there talking away and nobody's interacting with you.
I've had days, especially the first, like, for a while. Now, don't get me wrong, they still happen, for the record, folks, okay? But there were days early on, and Kenshin can attest, he was there, or Mars even can attest to this. Mars has been there since the beginning, but where literally it was me and like him. Like there were days where literally it was just us two, basically. For one reason or another, and you know, it's like, admittedly, emotionally, a bit of a bummer to just be like alone, I guess, in that way. You know? So, yeah. But, I mean, again, what are you gonna... Sadly, what are you gonna do?
It's
right?
hard to gauge if you're doing well if there's not people there kind of interacting with you and pointing that out.
Sure.
Like, you could be, but if your chat's been silent for like an hour or two, how do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of lurkers in my channel, and I'm cool with that. But some days it's just like, I'm not sure if anyone's actually watching or if they've just left it on and forgot about it.
Or if it's a bot.
No, it's always my regulars.
I think I've said I do appreciate lurkers, right? Like I have plenty of folks like Awesome, or I mean even oh shoot, now I'm forgetting. They were just here earlier. They usually pop in, say hi, and then they lurk. Anyway, there's a bunch of folks that lurk that don't say anything, and it's okay, right? Like, that's totally fine. Husky, you could be one of those folks sometimes, depending. Although you're usually at least saying hi and stuff like that and chatting for a little bit. Yeah, Michelle, it's probably true. Yeah. No. There's not too much. Honestly, it's helpful to have a lively chat for real. Like, genuinely, it is very important to have a lively chat. But I think like it's still really good to have lurkers. Like, it's just nice to also have people interacting with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no such thing as too much. Well, and not at our size. At our size, there's no such thing. I mean, I imagine if you're like a big stream and one person's just constantly spamming stuff, maybe. But for the most part, no. I think it's good to... You feel like you typed too much sometimes? Again, a lively... Okay, when you go to a restaurant, I'm going to ask Deimos, Dath, and Tintros here, okay? Which restaurant do you go to? Do you go to the restaurant that has nobody in the restaurant, or do you go to the restaurant that has, at the very least, a few folks that seem like they're really enjoying themselves?
You go to the one with people,
right? Like, generally, you go to the one with people.
Depends for me. I mean, sometimes there's been restaurants that I go to that I'm like the only person in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of went there at that point in time because I wanted to be the only person in the restaurant.
Had you been to that restaurant before?
I had, and I knew what the food was like. I knew it was good food. You know, I actually had gotten friendly with the wait staff and the owner.
Yeah, see, because if you go to a new restaurant, hey Jackie, how you doing, bud? If you're, oh Jackie, I have a question for you about a thing, but I'll ask you in a minute. So look, you would go to an empty place, that's fine, but I think most people tend to go to restaurants where there's other people because it feels like more of a sure thing. Right? It feels like it's going to be better just because there's more people there. So you're like, oh, okay, this is more tried and true, almost.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
if I don't know the restaurant, it'd be different. But restaurants that I go to and that I kind of avoid the crowd, it's because I know the restaurant.
Sure. But I think of that as true of streams, too. The bigger the stream or the more people there are, it feels like you're more likely to get people coming in because, you know, which stream do you go to? The one with one person or the one with 100? Now, there are pros and cons to both, okay? I'm not saying it. but I'm just saying that, like, most people, like, if I am in a group with Baron and we're playing, generally people are going to be with Baron. Why? Well, A, he's an entertaining motherfucker. All right, he is a great streamer. Okay, for sure. But the other side of it is, if you literally get the same stream, but one of them has more chat and more interaction going on, why wouldn't you know what I mean? Like, it's just, again, there's nothing wrong with that.
The Twitch algorithm sort of penalizes people who don't have many people in your stream too. I mean, they just won't show up on the list unless you go hunting for them. But yeah, it's fun to have a few people in there interacting with the streamer when you're in the chat. But I also find that, you know, you go to like you almost can't interact with him. Right. Because there's just so many people there, you just get lost in the scroll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's obviously a general problem of too many people makes it so you're just like, you fade into the background for sure. Yeah, I think it's social engineering. Yeah. I think, again, it's the people, a lively chat that's not, hey, who turned out the lights? A lively chat that's not too lively where you're lost, is, I think, like, that balance. The game is dark, room is dark too. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. There we go. I turn on the lights by standing in front of the truck. But Jackie, how you doing, bud? And yeah, but Jackie's another person I met from Eco, for sure, right? Like, you started watching them, Michelle, and I started, like, playing with them and chatting with them and all that. Though I want to say, Jackie, we really interacted when I started Lucian, wasn't it? Which is a good time. Well, just celebrate 15 years of content creation. Sick. Yeah. It's me, yes. Hello there. It's Paul Lucian. Hello. Yeah, Michelle, I get it. Again, there's a balancing act for sure. There's a balancing act. Well, you know. All right, so we'll scrap that. Everything's sorted, and then let's get a new ship. Well, yes. And Hung, again, there's nothing wrong with somebody lurking. I very much appreciate you being there. Don't feel bad. There's nothing wrong with lurking. You know. Yes, he is a demon. Well, is he a devil or a demon? That's a good question. I guess it depends on your definition. In D&D, there are distinctions. My understanding is that devils tend to follow, like, they tend to be, if I remember right, lawful evil, while demons tend to be more chaotic evil. Is that, am I wrong, Tintros? I feel like that's true. Where like
you're right.
Yeah, so devils tend to follow the letter of the law, even if they're evil.
Oh, so devils tend to want to corrupt you, whereas demons tend to want to just burn everything to the ground and kill everybody.
Yeah, so you're right, Michelle. He is a devil. That is an accurate statement. But I wasn't the only one. Just saying. One or two streamers that have over 1K that I interact with. Well, yeah, Husky, again, it makes sense. Oh, yeah, Michelle. Yeah, well, he's trying to make deals for people's souls. I mean, so, yeah, oh, yeah, he was for sure. Welcome back, Jackie. How are you doing? Was AFK because a kid existed? Whoa, they just popped into existence. No, it's all good. What's up? You know what? We'll buy this ship. Yeah. Jackie, we have to play something at some point. We have to play something. Doing well in deal with. Yeah, it's great. I liked the one season where I was gathering names as the census taker, the survey taker, because everyone was just giving me their names, and I'm like, "Thank you. Could I have your name?" Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes. What is your name? Yeah. Oh, it's fun. That was a fun time. Yeah, I think it was 4. I think it was 4. Here, I'll throw this right here, I guess. Jackie, so there is a one-shot I will be running. I haven't 100% decided on some of the details. I'm going to try to do a few different iterations of it because I know that there's a bunch of folks that want to do that sort of stuff. So I haven't decided yet how I want to do it. So yeah, like I might have a few of them, but the system is called Night. Have you ever heard of it? KNIGHT. Think Power Armor Arthurian. Like, you've heard of it? You haven't played it? Yeah. I played it recently at a convention. A friend ran it, and it's like, it was so fun. It was so cool. And I think, like, universe-wise, it could be really fun. Got strong Cthulhian vibes, you know?
I think I found the collectible over here.
Oh, coming. Let's see.
Mostly because I picked everything else up and it fell on the ground.
Oh, where is it? Oh, shit. Good call. Thank you. Thank you.
And I did find out that the check mark next to the ship means
The
that you
contracts.
got a collectible for it.
Is it? I thought it was the contracts. If you complete all the contracts, you get the...
It's the
Oh.
collectible.
Oh, okay. Cool. You still 100% Earthdawn? Yeah, that makes sense. Earthdawn's fun. Earthdawn's fun as hell, for sure. Now, I'm curious, Jackie. Does anybody know anything about... You're welcome to join on the voice chat if you want to, by the way. Does anybody know anything about... well, about Jackie, ironically? Or no? I won't say anything. But have you revealed anything about... the character? Viewers did? I mean, listen, I don't always remember everything. I don't want to give away details if you know. You're not keeping a secret literally 3 seasons of me doing. Yeah. So what I'll say is, if you're familiar with Earthdawn, you would then understand more about Jackie's character. Let's put it that way. Go. Which Earthdawn itself is a really cool setting. You got to break these ones too in the center here. It's silly. There we go. All right. Grab all this. 1, 2. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's. I feel like a lot of folks with the border war stuff were kind of like, they weren't super into it. Like, I think people generally, when they thought factions, they thought it would be different than it was. And, yeah. It turned a little, yeah, it went in a different direction, I think, than people intended. Oh, 1 second, we gotta, oh yeah, there you go. That's what I'll say. Interviews, the devs called it a PvP mechanic. Yeah, but it's not like, you know, yeah. It, okay. I think it was working as the devs intended. That wasn't what I meant by what people intended. Like, I think I think for RP purposes, when you're doing like an RP server, like it's a little trickier. But oh, what are you gonna do? All right. What are you gonna do? This lack of rules created a very stressful. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Tyro said he won't play. You go again after. Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I can understand though. I mean, Ludia too. Oh, I don't remember them. Who were they? Oh, maybe I didn't meet them. I remember Tyro though. Tyro though was in charge of like a huge faction too. Like the whole border. Moxie, I don't know. But the fact that he was in charge of like president eventually. Oh, that's cool. That sounds familiar. But like he had a huge role in the border stuff because he had to like deal with it, right? Because it was his territory effectively. So it's kind of like I can imagine that was stressful as hell because that like how you fought it and like unfortunately inevitably people are going to be a little exploity, right? So they're going to make these like huts with like single paintings. It's like anyway, it's a whole thing. Yeah. It's more than that, oddly. The 12-hour daily limit, sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a whole thing. I mean, but how often, you know, like how many seasons of a TV show are as good as the first few? Now, you might have one or two initially that are like them finding their feet, but once they find their feet, like TNG, for instance, season 1 isn't the best. I like it. It's not that great. Season 2 of TNG, where Riker grew the beard, so good. So good. So good.
The best episode in TNG was the last
Measure of a Man.
episode of the I'm talking about the first season.
Oh yeah.
The last episode of the first season was the best episode of that entire season, and they never went anywhere with it after that. They left it open.
Was that the Parasite one?
That was the one that infiltrated like
Starfleet.
Was
Yeah.
over by the aliens.
Yeah, that one was horrifying.
And Riker had to eat worms.
Yeah, and they blew up a dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. I mean, Q was my favorite character because, of course, but yeah.
John Delancey was great.
He still is great. He still is.
Have you watched Picard, Paul?
I have, and I'm a big fan.
Season 3 was amazing.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So good. Oh yeah. So anyway, Jackie, what are you doing on this this fine day? You just hanging around, hanging out? Appreciate you popping in for sure. There's a whole thing. If let me know. You can jump in the waiting room, but I'll give you access to the thing just when you pop in. Just let me know. I'm happy with that. Monologues are boring. Join the dialogue line. Honestly, I was pretty happy I came up with that. Went back and rewatched Picard, and I get what they were trying to do. Okay. I get the issues with 1 and 2, but you know what? 2 was better than 1, and 3 was better than 2, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Like, you know, I think, yeah. 1 second. There he is. Okay, so I give that and that. There you go. You can just join the channel. I'll pull you in. Hello.
Hello.
What's up? What's up, Jackie? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I am in total relax and take care of myself mode today because I had a procedure and blah 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 medical.
You okay?
Oh yeah, no, it's just 2 pieces of advice. Number 1, try not to get diabetes, but number 2, take care of your eyes.
You know what? I think solid advice. Yeah, solid advice. Don't get diabetes.
I've already failed on the first one.
Oh, well, it's okay. I mean, diabetes brothers. There we go.
There you go. I know.
Like most of my Saturday game and most of my games in general now, everybody has diabetes. It's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I just had a procedure with the eye today, and I'm resting to let it recover. That's all.
Well, I'm glad you're here resting with us.
You know,
I,
that
pun
is
intended.
such a kind gesture, but man, that is such a weird phrase to say. Come rest with me.
Yes. Come rest with us. It's like the twins in The Shining. Yeah. You can call me Professor Sleep. Let's see here. Apparently Dr. Sleep was fun. I'm not a big horror movie fan, so like, I don't know.
Me neither, but for some reason I find myself more and more pulled. Well, okay, I have theories for that. More and more pulled to the concept of horror, especially for games.
Yeah, I've got to try. What the hell is the game everybody's playing now? Repo. Supposedly that's really good. Hey, Josiah, how you doing, bud?
When you said repo, I was a bit confused after looking at my everything list today.
What was it?
My everything list today is not repo, that's for sure. Like Twitch, Steam, everywhere. It's like, oh look, a small game called Monster Hunter Wild.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Oh yeah, people are going nuts for that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Monster Hunter person though, so I was kind of like, eh.
I kind of agree with you. I'm not a big Monster Hunter person.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, it's just not for me.
I've never played it myself, but let me tell you, I'm seeing people take time off for that game. Like I see, like, ooh. Sorry, that was cool.
No, you know what a game? Oh yeah. Oh, where it collapsed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm good, Josiah. And yeah, it's you know what a game that I took off for? Eco. That's a game that I would take off for. I actually did once. It was funny. Not last year, but the year before, I got laid off before the season started. So I had all sorts of time to fucking play that.
Yeah, that was part of the reason that the survey did so well.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, because I just had hours and hours to. Well, no, wasn't the survey last year? This was the year before, I think. So this was
So
what was the year before that? Now I'm trying to remember shit. I mean, I know literally what the year was. I'm trying to remember what the season was about. Was it
So season 1 you weren't with. Season 2 was Chive.
Yep.
Was
that one
Chive Lake.
That one was where I was Paul. No, season 1.
That was Paul Lucian.
No.
Yeah, that was Lucian because you were on the far side of the lake.
So technically speaking, that was season. I want to say 3.
That was season 2.
Or
You
2.
started in 2. Yes.
Well, but no, I was in the earlier one as Paul Guild, head of the mining guild. But I had to join. I joined it after it was in progress and people started leaving. So I was like in the middle of the desert.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I was on there. I was on the sub server, and then they let me join. And Willie was like, "Join." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Okay. So I didn't know that you were in season 1. So you were part of what the rats were or whatever out in the desert?
No. I wasn't. That's the thing. It was me and Taldoon. We literally were just the little mining guild. Like that was it. Like it was just us two. Just out there mining our hearts out. There was a giant pyramid near us.
Yeah, I joined late and they're like, "You be a farmer." And I'm like, "All right, I'm a farmer for your pineapple pizza." And I found myself loving digging underneath the farms and actually tending to the farms. And that's the start of Jackie.
That's funny.
And that's also why he was named Jackie, because all the Chive brothers was an E, like a Terry or a Billy or a this-y or that-y.
Oh, yeah. What, didn't Junk join the Chive guys at one point?
I think.
Think
he was Gary.
Oh, was he Gary? There's irony there. I'm pretty sure his actual name is Gary, if I remember right. So that's pretty great.
So,
yeah, that was a classic. The Chive guys jingle and all that. But yes,
I enjoyed being the odd one out, and that's where things.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember what your gimmick was for season 3. Season 4 was the survey. Season 2 was the favors.
Yes. That's a great question. Chat, do you remember? I'm trying to remember now. What was I doing that season? It's funny. Paul Lucian started because Kenshin was like, because I was thinking I wanted to be a waste disposal guy, and Kenshin gave me the pun, and I love a good pun or a bad pun, either way. So I was like, all right, yeah, we got to do that. So now it's Paul Lucian, and then Saul Lucian. That's it. It was Saul Lucian.
What was Saul's deal?
So Paul was pollution. Saul was shit. What was Saul now? He was your something solution. Was it not waste management? It was.
I know that he's the one that when the meteor was finally coming down and the cult was all like, "Yay!" You were openly speaking as the demon. On top of that mountain plateau. I just can't remember how you got to success.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. Oh man, because oh shoot, I can't remember now.
Yeah, no, I know season 3 was the one that. Season 3 was the first one I ever did an ARG for, and like 8 people figured out there was an ARG happening, and they were having fun. And then on 4th season, after I was gone, they were like, "Oh my lord, look at all of this!" And the police actually spent a good 2 days trying to investigate the mystery. It was good for them.
That's great.
Yeah, I think they actively solved it now that I think back. And they were sending me DMs saying, "Hey, here's a hint. Is that the case?" I'm like, "Yeah, your next hint is this." And they're like, "Okay." And they kept role-playing it. It was good for them.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. Yeah, Jackie is a fun character. I enjoy Jackie. It's funny. I don't tend to. I mean, yeah, Saul's obviously a devil or whatever, or Paul Lucian's obviously a devil. So it's kind of like, he's not necessarily a good guy, but like, he's not like a stab your baby kind of bad guy. It's just more like, look, you need something. You have something. Let's trade.
Yeah. I do like how Paul and Jackie has an intertwined backstory of sorts now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That really connected a lot of fun slots. So.
Yep.
And now I am having a delight just creating games and such. Role playing, like right now, I'm my happiest I've been doing stuff creatively on Twitch, and it's my worst numbers, and I don't care.
Are you also streaming on TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that, or?
No, not at all. TikTok especially, because I know that I've seen friends and I would literally be disabled and deactivated every other stream. So that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, obviously TikTok itself can be a little, but I mean, like I'm on there right now. Even it's like multi-streaming nowadays. Like I use Streamlabs, and it's like it goes to all of them. Like I'm on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok simultaneously. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah. But I mean, you know, listen, I've never been that big a streamer anyway. So like, what do I know? But actually, if you want to talk to somebody who knows TikTok better, Baron has much better luck than that. He does great. 1 second, let's see here. And oh, there goes the floors. Haha. But no, that's great though. I mean, as long as you're having fun, right? Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Earthdawn's a neat setting, obviously. I've been actually Tintros played it. No. Yeah, Tintros, you played in it, right? You were Cypher, if I remember right.
I played Earthdawn, yeah.
No, I know you played Earthdawn. I was saying our version of Shadowrun.
Oh yeah, I played that too.
I tend to be more of a Shadowrun.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not every day I find other people who played Earthdawn. Nah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, no, Tintros is the kind of guy that also plays Ars Magica too. So I mean,
Yep.
which we did back the new edition, so that'll be interesting to see.
Yes, it is.
For 30 years, I've been GMing Earthdawn. It's what I do, and I do it well.
That's cool.
And I finally got to play for the first time in 20 plus years.
Oh.
Yeah, I got into for a little bit. I have to get back to it, but I got into the official West Marches variant of it. So I was playing with like line developers and like the lore master of Earthdawn, things like that, being a part of it.
Oh, that's cool. Watch out, Tintros. You're sort of picking up your speakers. Yeah. James, welcome back. The setting of it's really cool. Again, I like the fact that it exists like in a multiverse sort of, not literally, but in a sense, like the old Vampire the Masquerade and stuff, because I like a big shared cinematic universe, so to speak. So it's cool to see that sort of style thing.
How does Masquerade connect into their world? I didn't know about that.
Masquerade does not connect into Earthdawn, to my knowledge.
Yeah, okay, making sure. You're
Yeah.
talking more Shadowrun, correct?
So Shadowrun definitely connects, yes.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah, for sure. Shadowrun did anyway, until two different companies owned it and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, but like,
I mean,
yeah. No, I was just gonna say, like, you know, the fact that you have Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf, and Wraith, and Mage, and there's another one, I believe. Like, similarly, Changeling, yeah, that's the one. And then you have Earthdawn and Shadowrun. Is just like a shared thing. I don't know. I find that sort of stuff neat, like the MCU.
yeah.
I wonder if they'd ever have the horror. Like, supposedly the horrors. I mean, they'll never have them now until they figure out their licensing. But it would be interesting to see what happened if. I mean, if the horrors ever came to Shadowrun, they'd basically be resetting the system, right?
Kinda. The earlier variants of it is actually. I'm not fully versed in my Shadowrun lore, but as I understand in talking, the seeds and the roots of them are in the shadows and the demons that were rarely used from the magic realm.
Yeah. So I mean, if I remember right, in Shadowrun lore, it's the 5th age, I believe, the 5th cycle, whatever you want to call it, and canonically, it's getting back to the point where when magic hits that plateau, yeah, they basically come from the astral plane or whatever. One theory that I heard that I always thought was fascinating was that dragons are like from like Mars or something like that, and they actually survived a cycle and like literally came to Earth to flee the horrors originally or something like that. Like there was a whole thing with it.
Well, I mean, they've survived many cycles.
Sure.
You know, like for example, Mountain Shadow exists in both. But outside of that, I haven't heard the Mars one, and I haven't heard my friends talk about that. So it's an interesting one.
Yeah, I still like that there was a dragon president.
Hey, the way I look at it, that just means I want a Mars sci-fi variant of this world.
Yeah.
How far does the astral plane go? Is it stuck only on a planet or through the entire universe?
Oh man, if you were to extend Shadowrun like another 100 years, do like a further sci-fi variant where you get into space and you get into the solar system stuff, that'd be very cool.
Yeah.
So, strictly speaking, in the game as it I believe currently is, the astral plane goes up to the atmosphere and stops. It is only around the planet. But there are clues, or there were evidence, at least for the fan theory, that essentially, you know what? All right, now I got to look this up. Sorry, folks, 1 second. Bear with me. Hold on, because.
Well, I mean, I could just ping Drew.
Do it. So there's a dragon skeleton on Mars, supposedly, or something like that. Oh yeah, I think it's in Dunkelzahn's will. Yeah. Let's see here.
Okay, so it's Bob and Jim popping this too. That's important. So.
Yeah, apparently in Dunkelzahn's will, there's an entry for like a dragon skeleton or something like that. And there's like bones or on Mars or something like that. Like it's a whole thing. And what else was there? Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can look real quick.
And by the way, Shadowrun is the 6th mana cycle.
The 6th world. That's why they call it the 6th world, right? I forgot. Let's see here. Yeah, I have to see if I can find it. Dragons.
Shadowrun had a lot of really good ideas, but it also seemed like some of the writers couldn't exactly make up their minds as far as what they wanted it to do compared to some of the other writers, and it seemed like they didn't have a very strong line developer to keep it all together.
Yeah, I can't find the theory. I'll have to look. But yeah, basically there's something involving like teleporting, because dragons I believe can do that or something like that. It's a whole thing. Anyway, but there was supposedly remnants of dragons on Mars, like the bones. So like how do they get there? Like, right? Because as far as we know, the astral plane only exists around a planet. So unless they maybe came from there, et cetera, it's a whole thing. Yeah, it'd be cool. I think it's always neat. That said, yeah, a sci-fi-esque Shadowrun would be fun. Yeah, you can have a good time with that.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the details on the thing. This is now something for me to research. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
No, the fact that there is canonical source for that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, Dunkelzahn's will is a fascinating. Honestly, it's a fascinating read.
Dunkelzahn's will was amazing. It was a really nice way of just seeding a ton of plot stuff out there and just letting it for the players and GMs to go nuts with.
Yeah. Like, I think, isn't Excalibur in his will? It's like, hey, if you could find it, it belongs to this dude. And it's like a whole thing. There's like, oh yeah, if I remember right, actually, isn't it canonically true that he died to prevent the horrors from reemerging early, I think? I think that was the case. Dunkelzahn, like, literally sacrifices himself to end a ritual to, like, summon up the horrors or something. It's a whole thing. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Let's grab this. And then... Okay, so that's... Oh, we got everything queued up. Yeah. There's, for those that don't know, in Shadowrun, Dunkelzahn is a dragon that was the president of the United and Canadian American States, because this is Shadowrun. So there's it's not the world as you know it. Magic came back, and there were consequences. But anyway, so he was the president for like 13 hours, and he dies via reasons, and because of that, he has a will, and his will has some of the most like off the wall stuff in it that is just hilarious. Like, it is truly great. Like he gives like the normal stuff to people, like money and whatever, and it's like, you know, fine. And then it's like, okay, so like, again, I mentioned like here, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Excalibur. Yeah. To the last knight of the Crying Spire, I leave the suit of armor worn by Richard the Lionhearted on his crusade, because it's up to you to lead the next one. I also leave you the sword Excalibur. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find it at the moment. To whomever finds Excalibur, deliver it to the Draco Foundation. That's his like organization, for a reward and title. The Draco Foundation will promptly turn the sword over to you, my knight. Like, that's one of them. And to Vlad, I leave my open-ended pass to Virtual World Disney. Like, there's so many little blits and blurbs. We mentioned the dragon bones. Obviously. There's this one dude who he leaves a stipend of 50,000 new yen annually for as long as he stays chaste. Like it's
deal.
You know, like, to the first party to track down the Russian crown jewels, I leave that treasure except for the scepter and crown, which the Draco Foundation will return to the descendants of its original owners. According to my research, the jewels were smuggled from the country inside a spinet piano, one of 9 belonging to the royal palace. The jewels were not in the 4 spinets that I have acquired. There are 3 more that I have been unable to track down, and 2 are currently in the possession of private collectors. There's a dude, he just leaves a photo, like photos, like pictures. Let's see here. To Toshiro Mistuhama of a company, I leave an ancestral katana forged by the master swordsmith Masamune. I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. May its quality remind you of the value of art and beauty, coupled with the qualities of honor, courage, and loyalty. It's like the CEO of this other company. Antique path cards, a seat on the board of this company. Like, it just all sorts of stuff. Like, it's pretty great. Some of it's like normal stuff, like just money, and some of it's just like, yeah, they're funny.
It's
stuff.
just a collection of culture references, which is wonderful.
Yeah, I leave 1 year's worth of Talon clippings. Like, yeah, he just leaves like his Talon clippings. I leave the meadows and the so to this centaur, I leave the meadows and forests in which your people live, take care of them. Research labs. Like this dude was like, again, he became president for 13 hours, but before that he was like massively wealthy and powerful. Like, you know, he was a fucking dragon. It's just, yeah. Anyway, it's good stuff. I just see your legs for some reason. Like the view is all weird. We're gonna auto sort because I got better things to do.
There's a point in this game when the ships get so big, it's like a half an hour or more to sort it.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. It's like...
And everyone's like, yeah, you just auto. And when the game was first released, it didn't have the auto. It was only added because the players complained about it.
Oh man, we got some money.
I'm old enough to remember seeing ads for Shadowrun in Dragon magazine when it was just coming out.
Somewhere in storage, I have a wrapped up poster of an Earth Dawn advertisement that I was given from the local store.
Nice.
I got tons of that stuff. From, my wife and I bought a closed game store when the owner died, and the family had no idea what to do with it. So I've got tons of promotional stuff from D&D and comic book stuff and RPGs and everything. I got tons of that.
That's rad. That's rad.
So you say you remember, you're so old that you remember a certain thing in Dragon magazine. I'm so old that my first Dragon magazine that I own is like number 20.
I'm not going to win the I'm old game, unfortunately.
No,
that's okay.
You're a young man.
I'm almost 40. But yeah. That said, I will say, we actually looked this up. Let me look it up again real quick because it's funny. Badges. Yes. So if you go to your badges and you look for the... is it badges or is it... yeah, no, it's badges. Okay. And you look up your badge for your years of service. Okay.
I assume you're talking about Twitch?
No, in this case on Steam.
Ah.
Yeah. So on Steam, I'll just show you all real quick. Okay, years of service. I've been a member since 2003 on Steam. So here's where it hurts. Some of the folks we play with are younger than my Steam account. And it's like, it's painful.
You think that's bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends at work, one of my coworkers, wore a Grateful Dead t-shirt to work, and one of our coworkers was younger than the t-shirt.
Ha! Nice. Tintros is old. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I am, but I've only got 17 years of service on...
I jumped on that when when I was first heard about it, basically.
Where's the I'm on the badges tab.
Go to completed and you'll find one for it. Hey, nice answer.
I just searched alphabetically
And
and,
hey, Frost,
scrolled
how are
all
you?
the way to the end for why.
Hello. How are you folks? What's up?
Oh, that's a shame. It only says 16.
Oh, you created your account then? So yeah, so...
No, I just find it funny because I technically, I mean, if you want to think about it, I've had a Steam account, quote unquote, since week 1 because I got Team Fortress.
In the orange box?
Yeah, no, I mean before the orange box existed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Technically, I had the old gray and green thing.
I had. Hey, Lysancer. Not currently, but possibly eventually. And what's it called? I had
I'm sure I'm not alone in that, by the way. Continue.
Oh yeah, no. I was just thinking it's funny. I remember some of the mods we used to play like early on. So like I actually got my first gaming PC to play Half-Life. I still love Half-Life genuinely, like yeah. Half-Life is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Where like the scientist dude is the hero, like, you know. I always love when Gassy does his Kleiner impression.
That just makes me miss my old 586 and 386.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Back when the term was IBM compatible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember I had... Okay. So I went one time to the... here, it's called the Bayside Expo Center. And I went one time to a computer convention. And we grabbed... My dad bought me my first PC. It was a Pentium... I think it was 300 megahertz, and I forget the video card, but it was enough. And I remember setting it up and playing Half-Life because the computer I had before was like 86 megahertz, so it wasn't fast enough. And it's just so funny to me sometimes to like remember those days, because computers nowadays, like, obviously they don't advance in the same way that they used to, where like, I mean, you used to have like, it used to double and triple like like so frequently.
I remember computers with 8K of RAM.
Yeah, there you
Yep.
go.
And I mean, if you're referencing that, like that was with my 586 upgrade. And it actually had 8 to 50 megahertz, specifically because of the fact that games were still associated with clock speed. So many of the old games, you had to click a button physically on the front of your computer to reduce its speed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that it would be compatible.
Mm-hmm.
Or viable is maybe a better way to say it. Scorched Earth was just a destruction of your ears because it played
Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
We were getting a 386 when I went to college.
I remember in high school we were learning to program, and we got a new computer into the computer lab. It had 64K of RAM.
Whoa, look at you.
And we were like, man, you'll never run out of memory now.
You don't. That's the computer. You're like, do we even need to open the auto exec and config this?
Back in the day, Traveler had spaceships run by a computer with 64K of RAM. Because why would you ever need more than that?
Right. Yeah.
It's funny to see games advance, and yeah, Commodore 64 was cool as shit too. But it's funny because I remember it is funny to see the technology of an RPG advance, because like early Shadowrun, obviously, for instance, was like 80s like technology. So you're talking like hardwired connections, and you're talking like, you know, the Matrix is like a virtual environment, like you would think in the 80s. Like it's just funny to see how of the times some high tech quote unquote things are. Like we play Traveler actually occasionally still, and they've updated it obviously, but it's still funny to see like it's funny to see the older editions with that sort of stuff.
I was actually thinking about that type of thing just a few days ago when I was bringing my kids out to an errand. We were buying groceries. And they were talking about how in a class I'm amazed they have, which is life skills, where they're taught how to like write a check or do cursive and such. Thank goodness they have that class. But they're like, Dad, under what circumstances would I ever use a check? Like, did you use them a lot back in the day? And I'm like, yeah, all the time. And that led into a conversation of BattleTech. Because they
Yeah.
had the cred stick. And everybody was blown away with the idea of you don't have to carry cash with you in space. And there we are talking like credit cards and such being the cred stick, theoretically, especially since some of them require an actual thumbprint. I don't know, just small little thoughts like that make me think that Fassa was trying to think ahead.
I'm sorry, did somebody say BattleTech?
Yes.
Oh, I'll see if I can get him to zoom.
Is that an Atlas?
So I hold on, I'll show you something that'll blow your mind. So a friend of mine has a friend who so a while ago, a friend of ours, actually Tintros knows our friend too. This is Scoot. Anyway, a friend of ours has a friend who is getting rid of, he used to literally, so this is an Atlas for the record, right here. So a friend of ours, basically, his friend would go to a convention and go to the iron metal, like the Ironworks metal booth, the ones that have all the iron painted mechs, and he would just buy their stock, their inventory. The dude would just buy all of them. He's like, you don't want to ship these, just give me all of them. So anyway, so he's paring down his collection, and so these are like the extras that he had. So I have a couple of actual like lances and all that. This is the miscellaneous ones that I keep out on my printer, for the record. This is the miscellaneous mechs that I have. It's like insane. I've got a bunch of them. They're in the closet right now.
Wow,
so anyway,
look at that. I think I can name at least a third of those just from the glance, and they were
oh
fuzzy.
yeah, they're great. I love them. So anyway, so I got you covered for BattleTech.
So, funny thing, the first TTRPG I ever played in was actually a MechWarrior campaign. My mother forced my brothers to include me, so I was running an archer and role-playing at the age of 4.5 in MechWarrior.
I don't know what you're talking about, Folded. Nice, Lycancer, nice. Yeah, so, it's
TTRPGs are fun.
Atari counts for a computer, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
Like it counts. Oh, back then computers depends on the Atari, I suppose. But even back then, like
my first computer was an Atari 8-bit.
Mm-hmm. Like back then, I mean, even now they're mushy on what a console is versus a computer, because they tend to just be like PCs with like weirder operating systems. But even back then, like they were squishy on their definition, right? You could have a console, and it would be like
there was Atari made computers. They made the 400 and 800 computers back in the day. These were 8-bit systems with, you know, a couple of hertz of CPU speed. They ran without hard drives. They didn't have hard drives.
Yeah, why would you need one?
Yeah, God, we used tape drives. These were basically tape decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is old school technology here.
Oh yeah, I had a manager who they programmed using literal punch cards. Like not when I was working there, but like back in the day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they dropped them once.
When I was in college, we programmed on a mainframe, but you had an account, and it cost you money to use CPU cycles, including sitting at a terminal. And if you ran out of money in your account, you had to program on a punch card.
I have a funny story for you about that. So one of the reasons that Bill Gates is who he is because his mother, I believe, ran the computer lab, and so he wouldn't run out of the sort of thing, because he would just get access to the computer at all hours, basically, because again, his mom ran the lab. So when people say things like self-made and all that, Like, he literally only developed those skills because his mom fucking ran it. Now, it isn't to say he's not skilled. It's just to say that things don't happen in a vacuum generally. And yeah, Lycancer, a lot of companies tended to make, like, before they were making consoles, they'd make computers or vice versa. What was it? Was it Wang Labs was here, and something Digital Equipment, I think, was another company that was here.
Yep, Digital was out there.
Yeah. And like, yeah, he started with an opportunity that most people didn't get, basically. Yeah.
Well,
And
I
so-
was in... Go ahead. Ken.
No, I was just saying that, so like, you know, it's not like again, in a vacuum. It's not to say he's not skilled. It's just to say that, like, you know, he had the chance to access those systems that like other people didn't. Sorry, go ahead.
When I was in high school, we got this salesman came in to show off this brand new Wang computer,
Yeah.
and it had a touch screen.
Oh.
And the way they did it was they had like little light sensors and light beams that ran in front of the screen, so that when you
Nice.
touched the screen, it would measure where your finger was on the screen, and it was the coolest thing.
So, one funny thing about Wang Labs and so Wang was in Lowell, so Massachusetts here, and although I'm trying to think when they even existed. So I was probably born, but I wasn't like conscious. But Digital Equipment, they used to have helicopters that you could book because they had multiple buildings. So you could actually book helicopter rides from one building to the next to like get to a meeting. That was how like indulgent they were about things. I had my manager, speaking of, literally did that once. They were like, oh yeah, I took the elevator to the New Hampshire office because I had a meeting booked. And like, oh yeah, it was like a whole thing. Like, it's just so ridiculous that back, you know, some days you gotta just like laugh at life, I guess. I don't know. It's so comical. A Tandy, there you go. That's like Homestar Runner. Didn't Strongbat have a Tandy?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
Andy
he's
Radio Sat, the TRS-80.
Yep,
That's what I learned to program. when I was in high school.
Random note about that. There's a fan gamer thing happening right now for Homestar Runner.
oh.
A friend of mine was really ranting about it, and that's the only reason I know. But they're like, dude, the cheat plushie is on sale for the first time in 2000 since 2005, and it's a limited run.
Yeah, I bought it originally.
And now Paul is taking a moment. He's like, I gotta go buy me some cheat plushie.
I know, right? No, I'll look at that after.
Even knowing what Homestar Runner is aging everybody.
Trogdor! Yeah, I know.
What I-
Nathan.
Anyway, actually, I was just thinking, people who are just coming in here and not fully understanding the chat, it's thinking like, wow, are they doing like a how to oldathon or how to like one up each other? No, we are just kindred souls.
We're just
living
old,
in
yeah.
the day.
Yeah, yeah. I
By the way, hi, I'm Jack. I should say that.
oh yeah, this is Jack.
Yeah, hi guys.
I call him Jackie because his
Uh,
characters are usually Jackie.
Whole collectible over here,
Where are we coming?
where I'm standing.
I'll beat somebody up. There it is. Thank you. Yay! Thank you. Ooh, it's a space ring. Oh yeah. Well, HP was a common one. My dad had a Gateway. He loved Gateway.
I remember the gateways that came in the little cow box.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all of those were great computers. I have to admit, Dell was a marketing genius for their entire brand, even if they were not exceptional.
What? Okay, so they were exceptional at one time
Yes.
because their customer support was like second to none at one time.
Correct. But they were definitely, after a while, just how fast can we chunk out the standardized product.
Yeah. Yeah, it was unfortunate. That once they went public, basically, is when they turned to shit, as far as I understand, which happens to a lot of companies. It turns out, because then the focus turns into increasing growth and reducing costs and blah blah blah. It's the whole thing.
Yeah. What are some company? The only two companies I can think of off the top of my head that, even if they are public, they've stood their ground is Costco and Valve.
Yes. Is Valve public?
I don't know if it's public or not, but there was some news lately about shareholders or something talking, or advertisers or whatever, asking Gabe, "Hey, can you please allow us to put ads in games?" And he was like, "Nope, lock it."
Gabe is a fascinating individual, honestly, because that's definitely a dude who A, gets it, and B, he's like, yeah, I have yachts, I do that, but also he doesn't it seems like he's trying to do cool things and not just fuck over people, which is neat.
You see, Paul, he has these things called values.
Yeah, right, exactly. And the values aren't just more money. Yeah, it's yeah. I realize it's funny. So I remember when I was a kid. Do you folks remember Newgrounds?
Yeah.
Yep.
So some of my friends at the time were big on. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I need to explain this to all the youngins out here. Newgrounds, which technically still exists, but back in the day, was the home of a lot of edgy Shockwave and Flash videos. For those that don't know, back then, you couldn't just play videos and games over your normal web browser. You needed a special plugin for it, like Macromedia Flash, which then got purchased by Adobe. Or Macromedia Shockwave.
Player.
Yeah, exactly. So you needed a whole thing. And so anyway, so this site was kind of like a host of a lot of those. And so anyway, I had some friends that made videos, because essentially it was animated videos where you draw something. Yeah, Flash games and stuff like that. You'd build them and animate them, and then you could have music videos, you could have games, you could have all sorts of things. And they did it, and I was always super impressed. Very much a kryptonite of mine. I cannot, for whatever reason, there are certain things artistically that I just cannot picture. Even I can't really draw perspectives. Even when I was trying as a kid, I don't know. And I always wanted to do it, but I just couldn't. But it was I remember being so jealous that they were so cool. It was kind of like the equivalent of being a streamer now, I think, or an influencer. It felt where you were oh, you're cool. You guys have fans and stuff, and you're making
Nah, it was way cooler. Streamers aren't cool.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. Streamer's not the word for that. I'd say content creator, because it was much more like YouTube before YouTube.
Yeah, content creators. Yeah, content creators for sure. Yeah.
It's just hard for people to think of people making YouTube content without them streaming these days.
When did YouTube officially start? Here's the thing. Imagine an internet before YouTube. It wasn't 2008. It was way before that. It was but it wasn't
Dude,
that
when I
much
went to
before.
college,
Yeah.
the very first browser I ever saw was Mosaic.
Yeah, there you go.
That's old.
I remember the internet before Mosaic.
I mean, you're dating yourself when you're I remember the internet before AOL.
Yeah, you're I remember DARPANet, and it's oh, okay.
I remember dial-up. I remember BBSs.
Uh-huh,
Yep.
yeah, BBS's, FidoNet. Do you remember FidoNet?
Paul, for Google Foo says, you're talking about the internet before December 15th, 2005 is when you...
Yeah, there we go. 2005. Oh, yeah. Oh, MySpace is nothing, hung. MySpace is like, oh yeah, when you had to pay for browsers for sure and MUDs and all that. Yeah, MySpace though.
said graphics.
Yeah, MySpace had graphics and HTML. We're talking about like the Wild West internet when like yeah, like oh yeah. And
the
with
concept of the browser
web,
was links.
oh links, yeah, there you go. I remember I had Netscape Navigator and Internet Explorer because obviously everybody did at one point, and I remember filling up with so many stupid bookmarks, and my dad was pissed because he was like, "What are you bookmarking all this shit for?" Because I didn't know. I was a kid.
Man, too many of my friends were like, Net Zero was so good.
Was Net Zero the one that was free but ad supported?
Yep.
So I used to play Star Siege Tribes, and it was either Net Zero or Earthlink, and I remember I was playing Star Siege Tribes once on a laptop, and I could see the ads in the bottom of the screen because they kept like filtering through the game, but it was the only way I could play because it was free, and so like I couldn't get on the internet otherwise. Oh, those are those days, though.
Yeah.
Star Siege Tribes.
You could have played by the minute on AOL.
I mean, I couldn't have, but yeah, I wasn't old enough. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the callback before they had their oh my god unlimited plan.
Yeah. We had 2 phone lines because my dad was that kind of dude, and I love it. He's still that kind of dude, but back then it was the 2 phone lines kind of dude. And I remember one time I was playing. Oh, somebody dropped?
Yeah, my game locked up.
Oh, gotcha. I was playing Diablo 1, and my friend dialed in, and on the second phone line, we were playing at like 1 a.m. and we're just like, it was still so fun. It was still so fun.
Dude.
Yeah.
I used to play every other night Warcraft 2 over dial-up with a friend. And
earliest I ever got in was 3.
Those were the days when being the best in your group was the top of your leaderboard. Leaderboards didn't exist back
Yeah.
Between that, like Smash Brothers, for example, things like that, it's like who was the best in the neighborhood.
Yep. GoldenEye. That was a GoldenEye or Mario Kart. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Lycanizer. I met my wife on a month.
Really?
Yeah.
I met mine playing D&D.
Hey, nice.
Yep.
I used to run a kind of a mug, a text-based RPG on Genie and AOL.
Oh yeah, like basically like a proxy chat room one, right?
No. If you're familiar with things like Gemstone 3,
Yeah, I am.
like that. It was called Dragon's Gate.
Whoa. I gotta Google.
Ah.
I think that's my first technical mud-like experience I played, and I've been
Dragon's
looking
Gate
for
in
the.
the Spur?
The thing is, I couldn't remember the name. I knew it had something to do with dragons, so now I'm googling. Like, did you just solve a mystery for 20 years for me?
There you go. This is the kind of educational channel you'll get nowhere else as we talk about old games. That's like when we were talking about Interstate 82. I still enjoy that game. I want to play it again. Although we'll play Wreckfest in the future, but that was a great game. Yes, it's content. Historical content.
Are you on this wiki page?
I might be.
That's awesome.
I was the head elder when it was on Genie, and then when it moved to AOL.
I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of badass. That is
No, okay. With you being the head elder, I thought you implied you were the developer. So
No, I was not the developer. I certainly knew the developer.
yeah.
So
Wow,
I started
okay.
out as a player on Genie, and then I got involved as a beta tester when they were starting to come out with a new version of the game itself. And then I got moved onto the full staff for the support.
That's cool. Yeah, I think. All right, I'm not even gonna peg that I'm right or wrong on this, but I think that was what my first mud experience. Maybe. That tingles the memory nostalgia thing so hard. It's like I think this is it.
I'm trying
The
to
city
remember.
was called the Spur.
Yeah.
If you remember the city name. People used to hang out in the town square all the time. Like
I don't
then
think
we go hunting places like the Elephant Cave.
I don't think I was ever really. I think I did briefly, like a Firefly mud, but I don't think I was ever in. Like I didn't really start that sort of thing until. Like I only did D&D when I moved to Hawaii, so this was like 2004-ish, something like that.
Oh god, 2004. I was running LARPs by that point.
Yeah, I still want to do a LARP, you fuck. All my friends are old and stopped doing LARPs, and I'm like, you sons of bitches. Like, I want to go do a LARP, and they're like, oh yeah, I did LARPs 30 years ago. I don't do them anymore. And it's like, okay, well, fuck you.
Yeah, LARPs put me in a hospital twice, and I kept going back.
No, wait.
No.
Not
Buffer
Buffer.
LARPs.
Not Buffer LARP.
Parlor LARPs.
What was that?
Not Buffer LARPs. Parlor LARPs.
Yeah.
The vampire stuff with the girls in the corsets.
Boffer LARP,
gotcha.
for those that don't know, is the one where you hit people with, like, Nerf weapons. That's Boffer
Yep.
LARP.
Yep.
Oh, here's another thing about that Dragon's Den game. The guy who originally did the development, Mark Jacobs, was also the guy who was involved with Dark Ages of Camelot.
Oh, that's cool.
And the company that did all of that, purchased by
Yeah, Hung, I lived in Hawaii for a year. Only a year, but I lived there.
Yeah.
That's where I learned to play D&D and Warhammer and all that
It
stuff.
feels right to call them Electronic Arts back in those days and call them EA today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
There-
Electronic Arts, as they stood, were a wonderful company back in the 90s.
What?
Early 2000s.
Tintros,
They were
what-
evil back then.
Yeah,
They sort of abused their employees later on.
I mean,
that's a company. What was the company? There was a digital, like, sorry, I know there is one still. I think it's like the folks who make Garage. No, not Guitar Hero, but the other one.
Clone Hero,
No. They're
Rock Band.
Rock Band. Yeah, I think those folks are here. But wasn't there another back in the day video game
The guys who made
company?
Ashron's Call.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Turbine.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, one of the guys who did the LARPs with us for Turbine.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
In one of my Shadowrun games that I briefly, when I moved back, I joined a Shadowrun game, and I'm glad I did because they taught me the rules. But I played it for like a few sessions, and one of the folks worked for literally the Roomba. They worked for Roomba, and they were telling us horror stories because they had to put out a patch because it was eating people's pets. And they were telling us the horror stories. It was fascinating because it's like the thing doesn't, like, as far as the thing was concerned, your pet was basically just an obstacle to clean up. Like, it was
Giant dust bunny.
yeah, it was a giant dust bunny basically. So they had to like patch it, but it's just fascinating to hear it because you're like, God damn, little Susie's pet gets eaten by a Roomba.
Rodent detected. It's a walrus. Rodent detected.
Yeah.
It's a rodent detected. suddenly you see a rhinoceros being sucked into it.
Yeah, Turbine. Didn't they do... I'm trying to think. Didn't they do other games too? What other games did Turbine put out? And there was another one I'm thinking of.
One's called 2? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Latro. That's the one I'm thinking of, though. Sorry, now I'm going to Google it. Now you got me Googling stuff and thinking about things. Let's see here. Let's see, what is... you know what, I'll just do Massachusetts. What? What was that sound? Oh! Hey, Stipple. D&D Online, maybe. That might have been it, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Let's see here. Harmonix, Turbine, Irrational. Daybreak? Is Daybreak here? What? Let's see here. Hold on. They have... Are they really? That was funny, Stipple. You got me. Also, hi. Hey, thank you for the biddies. Those will go to the charity. Let's see here. Demiurge Studios? I don't know. Oh, here we go. There's a Rockstar New England, apparently, which is interesting. Oh, here we go. Game dev map. Let's do it. There we go. Sick. Let's look. Let's... Okay. Wait. Type developer. Blizzard Entertainment has a developer in Boston. Is that is it an individual person or just a fucking... Sorry, I always like local things like that. I'm always curious because, again, I love where I live, so I always find it fascinating to see like local things. Let's see here. Yeah, they got all sorts of different stuff. How is that entry here? So they have an office here. That's kind of cool. Wow, they're at the hub on Causeway. That's cool. That's like right downtown. That's neat. Oh yeah, Greenbrier Games. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Those are the folks that make I forget the game now. It's like a zombie game.
Zombicide, I think.
That's the one. Yeah.
Is it Z-Apocalypse? One of those two.
Z-Apocalypse. I think they make Z-Apocalypse. Yeah. Take Two is here apparently. Anyway, there's fun. I enjoy local stuff like that. You know. It's neat. Hey Mono, how are you? Hello. What's that, Lycancer? What is this? Here, you know what? While you folks bang away at the ship, I'm just gonna hit this and right here.
This has been a wonderful chat, but I think I need to step away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're feeling better. I hope your recovery goes swiftly. You're obviously always welcome to come and hang out.
All good. You said you wanted to talk to me about a thing in chat. Was that just you talking about the thing you're starting?
The other game, I was going to do like a one shot on it. I don't know that I'm going to start it because, again, my time is kind of fucked. So I don't know that I could do like a regular thing. But,
Okay.
but I just wanted to see if you'd have any interest in possibly a one shot here or there, you know?
Unfortunately not, but thanks for the offer. It's really kind of you.
No worries.
Yeah, nah, all of my energy is 100% into my own campaign. So.
It's all good. No worries, no worries.
All good. And to the rest of you, I don't know who any of you are, but man, that was a great conversation. Pleasure to meet you.
Have a good one, Jackie.
We usually hang out here.
More the reason to come here. Cheers.
See you, Jackie. Oh, that's neat. Let's the answer. What game? I was talking about Night. And that's funny. Can I get a shout out? I can do it, I guess, in a minute. I was gonna say, can I get a shout out for Jackie, Damos, and Lady Death since they all streamed? And yes, denied. It's okay. Yes, the game's denied. Hold on, let me do it while folks are harvesting stuff. How do I? Shit. Is it slash? Shout out? Yes. How do I spell it? I think that's how you spell it. And if not, oh well. Yay! There's that.
Thank you, thank you.
I gotta wait 2 minutes before I can give the next shout out, so I'll just go down the list here. I gotta wait. Is your name just Damos J on Twitch, Damos? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait. So anyway, let's see here. Honestly, yeah. Ooh, shit. Ooh, soon.
So much of this ship is desynced for me. I can still see it just floating above us.
Nice.
And this wall, I can just walk right through.
Nice. I can shout it from the community list. Ah, yeah. That'll be cool. Let's do that. Oh, I gotta sort through that shit, huh? Well, let me see what I can do with what we have first. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, guess who can now pick up 5 items at a time? Oh, that's the shadow from the crane. I was like, what the fuck was that?
At level 10, you can pick up 9 items at a time.
Ooh, I'd be careful where you're standing. And yeah, because you know, sweeping more things is more better. Yeah, we can probably do another ship. Honestly, it's Friday night. All right, what? Shout out. Hey, there we go. And then shout out. Now I'm curious, why Lady Death? Why'd you choose that name, or is that just a name you've had forever?
I was getting ready to start a game, and I joined a group, and I picked that name out for my character within the game. And it's
That's
actually Lady D''ATH.
Ah,
So
Lady
technically-
Daff.
Yes.
Well,
And, the problem is that they were using Mumble or something. I can't remember what, and it didn't like the apostrophe.
oh,
So I
Ventrilo
had to
probably.
lose it. Yeah, I had to lose the apostrophe, so it just got shortened to that, and it's just stuck that way.
There you go. It's funny how that works out with like names and stuff like that. Mine is I've said it a million times. Mine is a philosophy pun, but neat.
Oh, I thought it was a pun on Pythagoras.
No, so most people think, and it's kind of a twofer. It is kind of like a double pun. So one pun is for sure Pythagoras and the Pythagorean theorem and all that. But the main one actually is I have a joking beef with Plato. And he really hated on this dude named Protagoras. Protagoras was a philosopher that Plato despised. He talks about him, I want to say, in the Republic, and I hate Plato, so I kind of like, well, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna be Paultagoras. Yeah, it was just it's just a pun on Protagoras. So instead of Protagoras, it's Paultagoras. He was a dude who had like, he was very good at rhetoric, and like the way Plato described him, he basically considered him like, I don't know, less of a philosopher because he was like, oh, he doesn't know any philosophy. He only knows rhetoric or whatever. And it's like, nah, he knew. It was just, you just hate him. Pythagoras, or sorry, Plato was the kind of dude that would, like, if you ever read Plato's Republic, it's really messed up. It is a fucked up book.
But Protagoras didn't make it into the philosophers.
Yeah, he's I mean, I only know of him at least referenced there. I'm trying to think if he's in other places.
I love the philosophers.
Yeah, you can find him. He's the apparently the most famous of the Greek sophists. But yeah, Plato names him in one of his dialogues, and he just hates him. He was he was from Athens. Yep. Well, I mean, a lot of philosophers were from Athens at the time, right? It was kind of the place to be. Unless you're like a Spartan philosopher, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. Just a reference to him.
The Spartans did philosophy at night.
Yeah. He was most famous for his claim that man is the measure of all things. Which, yeah. You know.
Here, I thought that manners were them.
Yeah, well, manners maketh the man, but yeah. yeah, Plato hated him. Well, Socrates was Plato's mentor too, right? So Aristotle's cool. Aristotle's a fascinating philosopher. Socrates also fascinating. Plato is like this in-between shithead.
Plato
like,
say put it away. You have to create a whiskey every day.
Yeah. Plato is the kind of dude that, like, if you read the Republic, he says stuff like, all right, so what you just got to do is just make shit up, and you got to tell them, like, he invents this whole caste system, right? And he's like, okay, so what we'll do is we'll tell them that some people are made from clay, others are made from bronze, others are made from gold, so that way they just accept their lot in life. Like, he literally was, like, proposing this as, like, a system of government that, like, what you do is this shit. And I'm like, this dude sucks. This dude sucks is the easiest way to put it. Because he's, like, literally, like, trying to say, all right, we'll rewrite history to make people think that they deserve the shittiness that they're getting because they were just, like, you know, oh, yeah, no, you were made of clay. The clay people obviously get shit on.
There's an entire caste system out there that's based around that, you know?
But literally, Plato was, like, suggesting it in the Republic. He was also... Plato, I think, hated him too because, like, again, the whole measures, man is the measure of all things. Like, he was, I don't think he was technically a relativist, but Plato, like, literally thought that, like, how to put it? Plato thought that, like, if you've ever heard of, like, the Platonic ideal, Plato was the kind of philosopher that thought that, like, the circle, there is such a thing as the circle, and it exists somewhere. And that is, like, the perfect representation of a circle. Like, it wasn't merely a concept. It almost, like, had an existence. And obviously, Protagoras doesn't think that sort of thing. I think it just got on his nerves. Like, anyway, the beef between them is fascinating. Honestly, I should probably, I think it'd be fun at some point to maybe do a video on him. Because it's been a while since I've even looked into it. Like, this is something that started, I want to say, I was a philosophy major in college, as well as computer science. But even before that, I had to read the Republic.
Shit, there was still stuff out here.
There's not too much stuff out there, is there?
No, not too much. Some of it's like floating in the air, but I think it's probably falling. There it goes.
Yeah. Once whatever is the crane picked up is dropped and despawns, everything gets up in the sky, it falls out.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna sell the metals for now because they're so plentiful anyway, for money. And let's see here. So I'm just gonna don't worry about collecting it. Whoop. And let's see here. So, oh, we didn't get. Was that the tuna colada? No, that was the mariner. Okay. Yeah. What a wonderful phrase. It means no worries for the rest of pate. Heck, not that sounds familiar. Hold on, let me see. Like a pharaoh? Yeah, that sounds like a very pharaoh-y name. Yeah. Or do you mean someone else? Is that? Yeah, I think I've heard. Yeah. What did you mean, though? Yeah, we'll do one more. We're getting to the bigger ships, though, I will point out. Yep, Pharaoh, sick. Very cool.
It does look bigger.
This ship is nothing.
Just realized that when you got the pickup upgrade, we went from full hand red gloves to these very terrible looking black ones.
Right? Super dangerous. Alright. Just selling this crap. Oh, nice, Hung. That's cool. Oh, let me bring the car over there. Tintro's just hanging out in the back seat. Oh!
Winches?
No,
we're not using winches.
Question for folks. Actually, now, you know what? I might as well. So there's a board game here. I'm going to bring the truck to the side. There's a board game called Spirit Island. Have any of you folks besides Tintros heard of it?
Nope.
So it's cooperative and it is very fun, but it's up to 4 players and I kind of want to grab a group to try it. Nope. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'd be willing to give it a shot. Not sure how we play.
It's on Steam. It's a board game, but it's on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. It might also exist as a tabletop simulator mod.
Probably, but honestly, the game itself is worth it. There's a bunch of DLC. That said, I don't have any of it because the base game itself is pretty cool, and I think it'll be fun to do. But cool. Here's the question. You know what? There's not too many folks out there right now anyway. All right, how about this? Let's see how long it takes us to destroy this ship. And then, you know, maybe if you folks are down, we'll play it tonight. You can get it if you want. Yeah, Lysander, you're welcome to join in. It's 4 players, so we'd have to see, but... Again, if nothing else, I'll play it another time for sure, but...
I'd be willing to try.
Demos or Tintros? I know Tintros is in.
Yep.
We, So this game, it's a hard cooperative game, but it's really, really, like, satisfying to play. Oop, basically, the way it works is you are the spirits. How many people I got? Right now, I've got 4. So, unless Damos doesn't want to play, we got 4. But you are invited, Damos, because you're here. So, anyway, you know what? Here, hold on. Let me do 2 things. 1 second. Hold on. Oh, shit. My thing's not focused. Why didn't y'all tell? 1 second. While we wait for something to load, give me a moment. I'm just checking something. Here's that one. Great. Okay, here we go. Lady Death, do I not have you on my friends list?
I don't think you do.
Could you add me? Or you don't have to if you don't want to. But...
Oh, I would definitely be willing.
Somebody just get tased.
Yeah, that happens. Don't hit the power. Did I mess up the code? Okay. There's those. Lysander, even if you may or may not be able to join in on this one, but regardless, you don't have to worry about buying the game. And let's see here. Yeah, if you can add me, Lady Death, I can send you the game in a bit. Okay, cool. I know, Lysander, but here's the thing. One of the reasons that I buy people games is so that if I get delayed or I end up whatever, I don't feel as guilty. Like, I wouldn't want... I try to be explicit about this. I don't generally want people to buy a game solely just to play with me, because I can never promise at any given point, like, you know, oh yeah, I'll play with you, blah, 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 like whenever or stuff like I don't know. I feel bad. So I get the game so that way it's like, yeah, well, you got a free game, and if we didn't play, hey, you didn't pay for it, so it's okay, you know? I don't know.
You have a code or something somewhere?
I do. If I hit exclamation point Steam, I want to say it'll show up in the chat. But yeah, Lysander, so I don't want you to buy the game and then not be able to play, and then it's like, you know, it sucks. Is it not? Or join? Exclamation point join, maybe? Is that not? So yeah, so that way, you know, if you can't join, you still get the game and you can still have fun. 1 second, let me see here. Stream elements. Anyway. It helps my conscience, and sometimes you just got to be able to live with yourself, right? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, you should be able to enter it now. A Steam. Sorry.
I just sent you my code. Say,
There we go. If anybody finds a collectible, let me know. Boom. There we go. Aha. Let me hit this.
You said that was Spirit Ship or something?
What's up?
Spirit. What was
What?
the name of that game?
What was the name of what game?
The game that you want to play later.
Oh, did you mean
Spirit Island.
this game?
Spirit.
Too late. I bought it already. Haha. All right. There you go. Too quick on the draw. Is there any way? Yeah, I know. You know, folded. You know. You know how it be. Listen. It's the kind of behavior somebody who would gift somebody subs while they're not even at the stream, you know, would do. He's gonna. By the way, what's gonna be great is he may or may not guess, but unless somebody tells him, he won't have a fucking clue. He'll be like what? Like he may not even see it. Which I don't know. It just makes me laugh. Like. Again, I like messing people in the best way you can. Which is to say, you gotta mess with people by supporting them. You know, lift people up. Even if it's for the lulz. Hey, Lycancer, what's up? What? Your finger slipped? What? What'd you do? What'd you do? What?
Did you say you gifted that to me?
Yeah. Ooh, what's that game? That seems kind of cool. Well, thank you. I do appreciate you. Didn't have to do that. Thank you nonetheless. That's kind of... You didn't have to do that, though. I wonder what that one is. I'll have to see. But look, again, I can't promise anybody's going to join in, so I again, just give them the option. But yeah, I like the idea that he's just literally like, who gifted me while I was offline? It was on your wish list. It sounds familiar. That's why I'm like, I basically add. Hold on, let me look this. Oh, is it this one? Yeah. Oh, it came out this year. Shit. I wish I need to pay attention to my wish list more.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this is cool. Thank you. Yeah. All right. I think Baron told me about this one. I didn't realize it was out yet now. Sick. Cool. That'll be great. That'll be fun as hell to try. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not always good about like checking that my wish list items came out anytime. So it's like, you'd think they would alert you, but nope.
I don't know what you're doing because Steam emails me like a little bitch. Oh, by the way, this thing from your wish list is on sale.
Yeah.
The sale thing they do, but not the release.
Yeah, I get them when they release.
Release too.
Well, I don't know. Fuck y'all then. I don't know.
You might have that notification turned off.
Probably. Oh, Cowboy owns it? Cool. Yeah, he would. That'll be fun. He would. So yeah, we may not be able to play Spirit Island tonight. We might. It'll depend on timing, but you know, if nothing else. If nothing else, it's a very fun game. So basically, the plot is it's cooperative, 4 players, up to 4 players, and you are the spirits of an island, and you're basically repelling foreign invaders who are building towns and blighting the island. Very anti-colonial, I guess. But the game itself, very fun. Yeah, it's a solid board game. The Steam app itself is very good. It obviously streamlines a lot of the rules, but mechanically, It's a good time. Yeah. It's a good time.
I think I found the collectible.
Ooh, coming. Let's see here. If you're up there, let's try this. You're upstairs.
Yep.
Let's try right here. Hey, the drink. Nice. Thank you. Ha! Get back to work. Well, cool. All right, I'll have to try that game. There's also Repo, which looks like it'll be neat, and some other stuff. You know what? If I open all this up, I might be able to move the front. That would be convenient. So I've been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm now on book 7, and like I've been enjoying it. It's a lot of, it's very dark, but it's been enjoyable.
It's so good.
It's so good, but it's, oh my god, is it dark?
Except I'm not a fan of the current version of the book I have.
In what sense?
They now do 2 versions where they've got the cinematic version and the normal one.
Oh, really? What's the? I'm trying to think. I don't know which one I have.
So when they first released 6, they did that only in the cinematic, and it's got like music in the background and other sound effects and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Thankfully, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying for the cat and the effect on the voice there.
Yeah,
That's
that
all
makes
I'm gonna
sense.
say on that.
Yeah. You mean when they were? Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
And
What did you say,
unfortunately, I
Tintros?
didn't realize when I got this book 7 that that's
It was the same?
version it was as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I read them all on Kindle, so I didn't have that problem.
I use
They're
the
pretty
Kindle
good
app,
in the
yeah.
audiobook form. Like the readers they have for that is really good.
I'll have to check it out and see. Although I've been reading it, but it's been good. Yeah, yeah, that game, it looks like Waterworld Sea of Thieves. It'll be cool. It'll be cool as hell. I think it'll be fun. Deimos, you knocked out my skylight. No, I'm just kidding. It was me.
Well, I mean,
I gotta
you
clear
definitely need more light in that place, right?
I know, right? It's dark as hell. But yeah, I just started book 7, so it's kind of like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Also, Mark of the Fool had their new book come out. I was super happy about
Yep.
that.
I just finished
So
that
good.
one.
Oh, really? Yeah, so good, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so good. Wait, don't press the floors down here yet. Wait for the crane to take this stupid thing.
Yeah.
Because it'll damage it otherwise. Just, yeah, give it a sec. But yeah, it's good stuff. Get this.
Stupid.
What's up?
Can't get this stupid thing to turn off.
Somebody just got zapped.
Yeah, I can't turn this thing off. It won't turn off.
Oh,
for
let me come up there. Then it's probably because like it needs the host or whatever to do it for some reason.
me.
Are
Here,
you-
me, and It won't turn off.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I see you.
So I was trying to see if it.
Oh, I can't turn it off either. Son of a bitch. You know what we can do? Oh, okay. There's another way to do this.
Yeah, if you hit it with the explosive.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You read my mind.
Once you get to warships, you have to use explosives because
Oh, really?
there are radioactive materials, and if you get too close to the radioactive materials, they'll kill you.
Oh, fun.
So you have to use explosives to like blow holes in the ceiling above it so that you can get it out.
Yeah. Zip zap.
I've never had one where I couldn't turn it off or I couldn't remove it.
Yeah, it's probably glitched or something.
Yeah, it's something.
All right, so I think if I do it
You should be able to do it.
right there.
No, that's the wrong spot. You need to do it on the panel it's on. The
No,
explosives
no,
are
it's-
very-
Hold on. Right there.
they're very limited. There we go.
I didn't want to break the thing next to it.
Yeah,
So-
if the explosions are really small,
That's good.
they'll take out like one wall panel all the way through, or one ceiling
Ah.
panel all the way through, and that's it. Luckily,
Oh.
the explosives themselves are pretty cheap.
Yeah, they are. They're stupid cheap.
Yeah, but like I said, they're not very effective.
Well,
They
but
only
you don't
take out
need them to
one
be
wall.
super effective. You just need them, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're not going to take like that a big chunk of the shipper.
Sure.
They take out one wall, so
Makes sense.
you think about how many wall panels you have to take down.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of explosives.
I mean, you know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, there we go. Definitely gotta get rid of this wall, probably. Okay, and then yeah, we'll go back to this. Although, actually, I guess I could just let's do this. Let's go up here, and then there we go, right there. There we go. Because I want to see. Oh, I'm gonna need to. Hey, I just need to move the truck for a second to throw some stuff in the. I'd like to sort through some shit. I'll be right back. I need for upgrade purposes. Bum 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 bum. All right, here we go. We'll bring this back. There we go. There's some stuff. Holy shit. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the floor.
I love collapsing ships. You-
Yeah,
It's
admittedly,
so
it's
much
fun.
fun.
Yeah. What do I need for this? Ah.
Some of the bigger ships towards the end, they demolish so spectacularly. Watching them collapse.
Oh.
My
Yeah,
current save actually has like a bunch of area floating in the sky like Minecraft style.
Nice.
Not really sure why.
I'm not seeing anything floating in the sky this time.
No, not on this game. On my own one.
I just got a few upgrades, so we've got better. It's level 8 hammer now, and better torch because you know
The
we've been
level
needing.
9 and 10 upgrades are stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the blueprint alone for level 10 is 3,600.
Ooh.
And the blueprint alone for level 9 is 1,800. And when you start doing hard ships, you really want that level 10.
But oh shit! Hang on. That's... There we go. That's that one. I'm hoping I'll be able to try this with Beth and Gassy at some point because they expressed an interest, but we'll see. That said, I enjoy this game a lot. Again, I like Hard Space Shipbreaker, but one of the benefits this game has over that is it's multiplayer, and that matters a lot to me. Multiplayer games.
Fun thing with other people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I feel like multiplayer games really add.
Then you have those conversations like we had a little while ago.
Mm-hmm. Now the irony, of course, is that I mean Jackie wasn't playing with us, but yeah. So I give you that one, yeah.
But if you were playing a single player game, it just would have been you and Jackie. You'd have a much smaller competition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I mean the more the merrier, right? For sure. Now again, I can never promise I'll play any specific game, but I'd certainly like to. Let's see here. I mean, if I could play every game, I would. There we go.
Another game I've been playing recently that's a lot of fun is Motor Town.
Oh, what's that?
It's a driving game, and it's surprisingly deep. So you can get vehicles and you can drive them around and do different jobs, like you can deliver pizza,
Oh, wait,
or you
I-
can drive taxis.
Now,
or
when you
can-
do that, do you have to do the supply chain? So you actually have to like.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it'll improve things. Like for the pizza delivery, if you deliver meat and cheese, to the pizza
Yes,
parlor,
it'll
they
increase
can
the
make
value
premium
and all that, and
pizzas
they'll make more. Yeah.
you'll make more money.
You know who showed me
And
that?
as-
Baron.
Yeah, he was mentioning
Yeah.
that in his stream last week or so, and
Mhm.
I did mention a bit to him. I've been playing it for several weeks now. I'm really enjoying it. It's really chill because you can just like get into these like deliveries and just sort of just drive for a while you're delivering a cargo.
That's cool. I'd be curious
Or
to
you can
see.
get, or there's some ones that like the coal and iron runs. They just added iron runs. There's a whole new iron supply chain they just added in a pack. Those things are like there's these off-road sections that are just brutal to try and drive. Talk about challenging.
That's cool.
You know, and then there's like taxi driving. Where you have to try and drive like carefully because if you get a bonus for delivering the comfort level to the passengers. If you go too fast or take turns too quickly, you can damage your comfort level.
Sure.
You know what that reminds me? We haven't seen in a long time. Why haven't we seen a new version of Crazy Taxi? I think.
Yeah, right. How many? So I think it's like a massively multiplayer, isn't it? How many players is it?
For Motortown?
Yeah.
Oh, you can have 100 players in it.
Yeah, it's a huge. It's Baron was mentioning it because it sounds like it has a lot of great RP potential because it's like it's meant to be a big game.
It can be a very big game, and what happens is as you deliver things just in general, it improves the economy of the town, which improves the payouts for everybody as well. There's even a whole thing where you can set up AI drivers and having trucks.
Yeah, and have them doing stuff. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, the game is incredibly complex in a lot of ways, and yet the gameplay in it can be really kind of simple and easy at the same time.
Log would probably be driving in it if he played it. I find funny is that I've got a bit of a reputation in driving games, which is probably deserved, but still.
I've seen you driving in American Truck Simulator.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, all right, I enjoy American Truck Sim in part because I tend to drive like I tend to drive like I'm playing what's it called, Wreckfest, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, because honestly, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the game, but what I really enjoy is the silliness of driving like a madman.
Problem with you in American Truck Simulator is you don't have the income to really be able to afford it.
Nope. No, but you know what I do have? The simple joys in life of smashing a truck into somebody. I gotta remake or something that account. I gotta, like, earn some money on it, or else get an account to earn. Unlock some things.
If you want, I could send you my American Truck Simulator save game.
I gotta make the name for it and all that, though. You know what I mean?
Because I got an ATS save game file where I'm raking in like $100,000 a day.
Nice.
Just off of the passive income from my NPC drivers. I think I have 8 garages now, and like 40 drivers driving for me. I'm making ridiculous amounts of money. I don't even have to drive anymore if I didn't want to.
Fancy pants McGee over here.
If you set up your if you get some money coming in, or set up some NPC drivers in the game, you can make really good. You can make enough money that you wouldn't have to worry about just like running out of cash. And then you can drive any way you want.
Oh, here, this is why. What? Is it this one here? Yeah. Get out of here. And then similarly... Sorry, I gotta stand real quick. That's a question. Can you be a police officer in that game?
Yes, you can.
Well, there you go.
Yep. You can be a police officer. You can drive a tow truck.
Oh, that's funny. Well, there you go. Nice answer. There you go.
You can also drive an ambulance in Motortown.
Very cool. Yeah, we'll definitely need a tow truck driver, sadly. Certainly with my driver.
And one of the interesting things in Motortown is that your sort of your driver file is independent of the server.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you started a server right now, and I went to go play, I would bring my character.
Oh, that's cool.
from the other games that I'm
Yeah,
playing,
yeah.
and it would be a completely experienced driver with all of my trucks and all of my skill levels. So one of the things is that they have these skill levels that you have to earn experience for, which unlock your ability to drive certain trucks, cars, and stuff. And
You gotta have your qualifications,
Yeah, basically. So, and each profession, whether it's like police officer or tow truck driver or trucker or taxi driver, each has their own skill level. And then there's just like an overall driver skill level as well, all of which play part in it. Now, anything you do driving will get you your general skill level, driving skills. You have to engage in, like, delivering cargoes to get truck skill level, or rescuing vehicles or towing vehicles to get the towing level.
Pretty cool. Front of this thing is going, by the way. But yeah, we'd have to see Lysander on the when. Right now, it's tough for me to have a regular thing, just schedule wise, because as you folks saw and Lady Death can attest, and again, sorry, I was stuck basically working on work stuff. Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, arguably, I was doing stuff obviously the other days, but it was like,
I work in IT. I know what that's like.
Yeah, the struggle's real. Yeah, the struggle's real.
There's been many a night where it was 3 o'clock in the morning and I was rescuing some server that was having a problem.
Yeah, in my case, it's software, but it's a startup, so it's kind of like, everything's got an importance and a time crunch. Which I like the folks I work with, obviously. The real, and I actually like what I'm doing, right? Listen, software isn't always interesting, but I generally have been having a lot of great experience, seeing stuff where I'm at. A lot of really interesting sort of technical stuff. The challenge is it's a startup, so there's a lot of pressure. Yeah, but again, I like who I work with. A lot of great folks, and the company itself is really interesting. Sorry, I'm just sitting back down again. Okay, let's switch that a little bit. Okay. You're wanting to get into programming? I mean, I really enjoy it. I was debating between IT and software, and I found I really enjoyed software when I was in college. And so I decided, you know what? Why shouldn't I just do software? And I did.
My degree's in chemistry. That's why I work in IT now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the Boston area, chemistry and bioscience and all that is very popular, but yeah.
I spent 10 years as a research chemist working for Exxon.
Oh, okay.
And then they decided that they were only making $6 billion a year in profit, and somehow my pitiful salary would positively impact it by, when they cut it out. So I got laid off.
Oh yeah, unfortunate.
I mean, they were making $6 billion in profit. They were not hurting for money. They just laid off a whole bunch of people because they could.
Yeah, I've worked for those sort of companies. It's not, sadly, it's not uncommon. There was one time I got laid off, and they had record profits for that year, and they still laid a bunch of people off because they quote unquote hired too many people during COVID because, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyway,
record profits, but we think we can.
Yeah. We made record profits, and we hired a bunch, but you suffer. And it's like, but I was already employed. This wasn't even the people they hired. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Hong, I see you. I see you. Oh, Hong, I just realized Ooh, one sec. I just realized what your name is on Discord and Steam. Thank you for the gift for that game, by the way. I do appreciate. I forgot if you saw that. I think I said it last stream, but just in case, thank you. That was kind of.
In real life, I am a Unix.
You're what?
A Unix engineer.
Oh, that's cool. What's it called? Actually, what's funny is, yeah, like I could have done that sort of thing, and I like software because I feel like, you know, it's like building stuff without actually building stuff, like literally, like you're building, but you're not building with your hands. Like, well, you are, but you know what I mean. It's like it's a whole thing.
I kind of fell into being a Unix engineer. I was doing a project at Exxon, and my boss came up to me one day and he goes, "You know what Unix?" I said, "What's Unix?"
Yeah, I just realized, Hung. That's why. Thank you for the gift. So, for the gift on Steam before. Thank you.
Then he said, "Well, we need someone to do some Unix administration project." So I started doing that in addition to my chemistry stuff. And then when they laid me off,
you had this experience that you could draw on, yes?
Yeah. And
Here,
changed my whole career.
here's the thing that I think people forget, I think, is that, like, back in the day, that sort of shit used to happen where, like, the company would ask you to, like, do something, you develop a skill, and then it became like, oh yeah, it's a marketable skill now. Like, it's fascinating to me in, like, a fucked up way that, like, nowadays it's much harder to be like, oh yeah, I don't have a specific degree in it, but I did it, so therefore I can't, like, you know, like, so many places are looking for any reason to exclude because there's so many people applying to a lot of stuff.
I've had that problem where it's like somebody was reviewing my resume and they're like, "It says here you were a research chemist, and then it says that you were a Unix system administrator. How did that happen?" And I explained it to them, and they said, "Well, I don't think you."
Yeah.
I'm like, you realize that I now have like 10 years of experience working as a Unix system administrator.
And let's see. Aha. Okay, so I need is here. Yeah, I mean, Linux is more common. You know what I really like, though, nowadays?
I do Linux now as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right?
Yeah. Linux is sort of gone by the wayside for the most part.
But you know what I really like? Shit. Not Dropbox, but it was with the Docker. Like Docker containers and all that. So convenient. So convenient.
Kubernetes is really good too. I mean,
Yeah.
'cause you can just spit out Kubernetes stuff in like no time. Like, oh, you need a server? Here, Kubernetes. Boom. It's so easy.
I know Lysancer. I know Linux is older than, or Unix is older than Linux. But it's, I mean, obviously Unix is still around. It's still at the heart of a lot of things, but I think Mac is still technically based on Linux, wasn't it? But
It's the BSD is the underlying
yeah.
operating system for Mac for OS X.
Yeah.
It's sort of a bastardized version of BSD because Next Computer sort of did some stuff. It really did.
You know, they listen. They had to do what they had to do.
But yeah, BSD is still underlying OS X. Which,
Do we?
As a Unix admin, I've used to my advantage in I was like, oh, I need to do this thing. I don't have to do that command line. I can just do this thing and. I was waiting to get some. I was in the Apple Store waiting to talk to somebody. Apple. I can find. What the heck are you doing? Oh, I'm just doing. Like I've never seen anybody do that. Because most people in here aren't Unix systems administrators. They don't do this for a living.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you know, how often? Like, I have to do command line stuff. So I use a Mac for my like development machine, but turn these contracts. But for a while, I would use Windows, and then there was like software security reasons where the security software on the PCs when I was at a certain company was slow it down so much that I ended up having to switch to a Mac just to be able to use the damn machine. Like, it was so bad. Ooh. What? How can you tell what it's attached? Oh, I see. Okay. But how do you tell, like, it doesn't...
A lot of times if it's attached to something, it will flash red where it's attached.
Oh.
Now, I have noticed that there is a slight sort of bug in the game sometimes where it thinks stuff is attached that isn't, which is really messed up when you get some chunk of shit floating in the air.
Sure.
It's not attached to anything.
Yeah.
And it's telling you that, you know, that a piece of the ship is attached to it. It's like, oh, great.
If you're heading out, Lice answer, it's all good, bud. Thank you. Have a good one. Oh yeah. Yeah, usually I just like usually you gotta just knock like some weird thing. Okay, you know where. Stuff. Yeah. We'll see. I think tonight we might just finish this ship and then I'll have to call it, sadly. We'll see. Yeah. Well, but what you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Stream-wise, we'll call it. We'll call the stream, but let's all still play the game. Because I don't know that it's, I don't know that it's super entertaining for stream, but I do want to play the game, and it would be with 4 players, which really excites me. So let's do that. Yeah, is that okay? Are you folks good for that?
I'm good for it. I don't have any place I need to be tomorrow.
Demos?
Should be.
Okay. Would you like a Tim Tam?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's the irony. If I have to ship one back to Australia. Hey, Demos, hold this. Here, hold on. I got something for you. I gotta wait for the crane to take this up first, though, because watch out! Don't go on the piece. Or is that taking that over there? Okay, it's taking that over there. Here, I got you a gift. Here, it's right here. You just want to pick that up? It's just the stupidest little thing. It doesn't even hurt. All right, let's see here. We got good resources. What do we have for...
The dumb thing is, I knew it wouldn't hurt, and yet I still jumped a little. Which actually hurt my back.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was not my intention. Ooh, what's your goal, Hung? Liquid for that one. And we need more non-metals for that one. Well, that one we'll have soon. Hey, there you go. You gonna be a grad student? Very nice. What is that one attached to? I think I sliced it already. Oh, it's because of that one, probably. There we go. Oh, I'm running out of here. Oh, I still can't. Here we go.
More of that hull should be free.
Yeah, I'm chewing through it now. What is? Oh, a scanner. Oh, that's cool. The Scan Ator 2000. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that'll tell you what the contents of the item.
That's cool.
Useful when you're trying to fill a contract.
I'm gonna grab the truck real quick. I'll be right back. On the sort. Again, we got better things to do. Liquids really are rare on some of these, though. God damn. There you go. No, no, over here, over here. It's in the front. Whoop. Which part is it taking? Oh shit. Okay. God damn. There we go. Yeah, we got so many resources. Ooh wee. All right. So we'll finish this up. But while that's happening, folks in chat, we're going to say bye to chat. All right, everybody. Because we're going to wrap this up here. Everybody's, I think, tired anyway. I know I. Okay, Hong, have a good one. Let me. Oh, he's still okay. We'll say hi to Jung. Have a great one, everybody. I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. All right, catch you later. Class dismissed. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, burn. Bye. Oh, I gotta hit the. I didn't hit the button yet, chat. That's my problem. See, that's okay. That's all right. It's okay. It's fine.